Missable podcast, Scrub Central podcast, Scrub Central Missable podcast is on. Missable podcast is on. Judging by the song, you're gonna wanna miss it. Missable.
Okay.
Evan, what have you done in your week of...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Missable Podcast, where the subjects are made up and everything doesn't matter. We have to do the intro first. We have to introduce it. So, what are we doing today on the Missable Podcast?
Josh,
Chris,
I was rolling in... Josh, I was rolling into an intro, you son of a bitch.
Chris, turn on your webcam.
It was gonna be really dumb.
Well,
oh, I forgot to.
5 seconds into the podcast and he already fucking ruins it.
It was gonna be really dumb, and I actually thought about it before I did it for once, and...
Well, you can still...
We're all just running around like a whole bunch of jackasses, talking over each other, never really seeing us. Topic. Let's get rolling. Okay, we have a new guest on our stream today. His name is Skull Kid. Introduce yourself, buddy.
Oh my god.
Skull Kid.
That's so salty.
Hi everybody. It's the Skull Kid. How are you doing?
Like
Hi, Skull Kid. What up?
What's up with your life?
It's my shadow.
Me, I had the light turned off. Whatever.
I
Should
said
be fine though,
your...
because of my TV.
I said what's up with your life, not your light.
Oh, my life? Oh, my bad. I've been doing pretty good. It's hot as fuck outside because summer is slowly starting to kick in.
Yeah.
But I'm doing fine, really. How are you guys?
That's nice.
If you were to describe yourself to somebody else, what is the most important thing you'd want somebody else to know about you?
I'm a humble person. I would never think that.
That's not
I think I should
humble at
mention
all.
myself before.
Shut up, Josh.
He's being a dick.
The thing with me is I never, as like a person and as a gamer or in general, really, I'm not really a person that likes to talk shit by any means. I'm a very humble person.
Of that.
Like,
I am the
overall.
opposite of that.
We need you here.
I will run sets with Josh and KI. Oh my god. Even remember the old days? Remember the old days where I co-hosted Josh's stream and we would run long ass sets of KI? And just the whole time I'm just like,
you were just talking shit
such
like
a bitch.
Wait, you don't even play Riptor right, and that's your fucking main, dumbass.
I would just
Oh my god.
I would just be such
You're not
asshole.
blocked then.
Why aren't you using enough aerials? You're not using enough aerials.
You're not playing the character right. Stop winning.
Stop mashing.
You don't deserve
that
to
was
win.
the biggest one.
You're doing it
No,
wrong.
that was Skullgirls.
You have to mash.
That was Skullgirls.
Yeah.
Skullgirls was you did not deserve that win.
Alright, Skull Kid.
I remember the
Yes.
assault that night. That was amazing.
So Skull Kid
Alright.
is a humble person, but what is
Are you
your
good at fighting
pursuit
games?
in life? Like for me, I want people to know that I'm a musician.
Josh.
What do you want people to know about you?
I guess
hobby-wise.
I guess for me in general, I'm much more. I want to be known as a person that has good skill and mechanics in fighting games, but also I'm not. As I said before, that me being humble, I would never I see that a majority of people in the FGC, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel that a lot of people in the FGC can is known for just talking shit every now and then. But I want to make myself known that I would never do that by any means. That's why I want to be known. I want to be known as someone that people can really look up to, as oh, this guy's actually pretty good, and he doesn't seem like a bad person at all. He's just really friendly and just laid back. So
it's a good goal to have.
I kind of yeah.
I can
Good goal indeed.
I can respect that.
Thank you. Yes, we are. Yes.
Central.
All right, so now that we got this metaphorical insight on Skull Kid,
We here at
Let's-
Scrub Central could really use more humble people. Not gonna lie. Our crew is very full of themselves, and we're all egotistical assholes.
not really for me. I don't know.
I try not to
I'm not
be.
quite that full of
I just
myself.
say
Man,
it
you
like
like
it
to talk
is.
a lot of shit.
Wait,
Like,
what?
you talk mad shit.
I do talk mad shit, but that does not mean that I boost myself back up.
I really care about my ego, so I stroke it constantly.
Chris constantly talks shit about himself. That's his thing.
Yeah.
He's always being cynical and like, like his stream titles are, "I'm not great, but I'm trying," or "I'm trying,
Definitely
but I'm
a
not great."
solid effort.
See,
Like,
me,
I'm giving it the old college try. I'm not
Me-
gonna be good, but I'm trying it. Trying it out.
my titles are usually like getting good. Unless I'm playing PA, it used to be getting good, but now it's along the lines of I am good.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah,
just
no.
how it is.
Meanwhile, mine's just like X game shenanigans, Y game shenanigans, having fun messing around in blank. Just the
And
most
then it's
generic shit ever you could imagine.
And then every time you play Eve, it's just like, let's play Eve.
E-Man
it's
is
just
like
the most
telling
boring.
Chad
Yeah,
not
let's
to
do
have
this.
fun.
Fucking what?
E-Man is banning Josh and telling Chat not to have fun.
When did I
Oh my
say
gosh.
that? Honestly, if I said that, Raw would be banned, and half of my friends would be banned because they say a lot of homophobic shit in my chat.
I feel like you're kind of inconsistent because you like sometimes you like way back in the day. Maybe you've just changed, man. You used to hate Gotchi, but now you put up with it. Like
I passively deal with it. I
won't,
passively
no.
deal with it.
No,
Raw
no,
requests-
that's why there's no song request on my fucking stream.
If anything, you can just play your own like music while we're just talking, if that helps. That's
Yeah.
an idea. That's what I do whenever I listen to podcasts or people just talking. But yeah.
Well, we're talking about streaming in general because like
Yeah,
I have song requests on my channel, and Raliku's in the chat there. He always requests the most ridiculous songs.
Oh yeah. I can.
They're not
I see what you
okay,
mean by that
dude.
because like I've watched like
full
different
of-
streamers.
Gay, manly moaning.
Its entire song
Ah!
mixes of nothing but like man sex. It's terrible.
I see what you mean. Like
Men grabbing each other's asses in leotards.
Swearser!
Oiled
Oh,
around.
yes.
Okay, guys, stop.
I am
Stop.
very-
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop what?
Stop talking about Gotchi.
We went out on a tangent.
It's fun to have fun.
yeah, but that being said though, what should we start off with for today's topic?
What
When
Well,
this top-
game
Today.
would you say you're the most proficient at in fighting games
Wait,
in
what?
general? Today we're talking about fighting games.
Right. No,
so-
I didn't catch the subject of that sentence. It cut out. Just restate the question real quick for me, please.
What fighting game are each of you the best at or have the most knowledge of? And I'm adding someone else to the call like
Wait,
right
what
now.
game or what mechanic? I wasn't listening.
Like
What
any
game?
any
Fighting
game.
game. Okay, Skull Kid, can you just start out since Josh has no idea?
All right, so games that I am knowledgeable or like good at. I played Skullgirls for like a very long time. Around time when I think when Big Bang and Squiggly was released, and Fuqua are starting to figure out that she actually was a character. So that was like during like what was it, 2010, 2009, 2011? I don't know, but it was around that time.
Yeah.
Um,
Skullgirls is old.
I can't remember what's up.
Yeah, sorry to talk so
But
long.
yeah, it's like I play Skullgirls a whole lot. No, you're good, bro.
I love that.
But yeah, I play Skullgirls a lot. I've also played. What else is there? I play a lot of. I play KOF as well. I like playing KOF.
What's
and
what is
and
the
I- and I-
difference between KOF and Skullgirls?
Josh,
KOF.
I'd never actually
That-
watched KOF, man. Like how?
KOF has
KOF
way
is-
different movement mechanics.
Yeah, KOF. KOF has pretty interesting history behind it in some regards, because supposedly KOF was supposed to be competing against Street Fighter, actually, and
Yeah.
I know that one of the interesting things about KOF is that they pretty much like made what was it? I know they like in one of their like issues they had this like artwork of like who the fuck was this guy? Rugo that was actually like holding up Ryu by his head or something like that. And what Capcom did in response to that was that they pretty much made Dan and to make fun of Ryo or something like that for that matter, or I don't know. I know that KOF has like an interesting history with Street Fighter and Capcom, and sure enough, they made SNK for that.
SNK
But-
were the original Capcom rivals, basically.
They really were, and they did like a really good job with like the games they made together, especially CVS2. CVS2 was an amazing game for its time because of like the different like ways I can play the game and the variety of characters as well.
CBS
it was,
was
like-
probably like the most creative game of its era.
Yeah,
Like
because sorry, go ahead.
that's no, I end sentence is weird, like a weirdo. You're good.
It's okay.
Continue.
So yeah, it's like I play Skullgirls, KOF. I'm playing Guilty Gear right now. I also play Guilty Gear. I'm still like trying to work on like getting better with Chip and whatnot. I used to play a lot of Blaze Blue, but sadly I have like no one to play with, so I kind of like dropped that.
which one did
Did
you
you
play?
play the? What was it?
The new one?
Dragon Ball Z Budokai or something? Was it?
Oh, Xenoverse. No.
Wait,
No,
Xenoverse
not
was
Xenoverse.
more-
There was a
Nice.
2D
The
fighter on
PS2
PS2.
No, 3D.
that's
fighter.
Budokai 3,
It's-
and that's my shit.
I really
Yeah,
liked
Budokai
that
3 was
one.
amazing.
Yeah, that's really the only fighting game I can.
That game was
I
so
can really say
unfair.
it was good. It was. It was terribly balanced, but I had a blast playing it.
I love the spectacle of it. Like, what was it? You would like teleport to like the side. You like there was this mechanic where you'd get into like some kind of altercation where it go like
You teleport dodge.
and it was
Yeah,
like,
you had to like.
it was the
a lot of
DBZ
teleporting.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
it was
fun.
pretty cool. Yeah, I actually like that.
I think.
But yeah, like those are pretty much like the. Yes,
And then
go
you
ahead.
could like customize the movesets on the fly. That was
really.
yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Dang. And then the other thing was like, was the what
You
do
brought it
call,
up
like,
and you didn't even remember
what do you
that.
call the Kamehameha thing that most of them did, if not all of them? Like they had
Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Most
could,
of them did a Kamehameha because everyone knows that move apparently in Dragon Ball Z.
Like,
It's
you
really
could-
weird.
you could deflect it at each other.
You could do that?
Oh
that's
wait,
right.
no, the energy beam. You're just talking about the regular energy blast. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, those are like yeah, those are the games that I mainly play. Skullgirls, KOF, and also Guilty Gear at the moment. And I'm looking forward to like Reveler 2 for Guilty Gear, and I might get Tekken 7 just so I could learn it for the first time because I also thought the game is interesting.
I only
When I can, I want to
want-
get Red too, just for biking. I love biking. I love
Viking,
biking.
I think they did a good job with Viking for Reveler 2.
I love
I think she looked
Slayer,
great.
but he's always terrible. So I don't want to play Guilty Gear and just play a terrible character. I have to play specific characters in certain games because like the other fighting games I play.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I only brought up Budokai 3 because in Guilty Gear you have those Roman cancels, which is kind of similar, isn't it?
Dude, Roman cancels are cool, but I don't think they're similar at all.
It reminded me a little bit of it because that was more
It's closer to,
teleporty
like-
shenanigans, right?
It's closer to
Sort of.
Shenanigans.
Alright, what about you, Cameron? What fighting games are you the most knowledgeable in?
It's kind of hard to say, but most of the time, I would make myself look completely stupid. You know, like
I mean, I'm gonna make myself look like an idiot all the time.
It's okay.
I.
Nobody really
Yeah.
knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's.
especially me.
I mean, at the moment, I'm getting more into Guilty Gear, but I mean, Skullgirls will always have a special place in my heart. You know.
I guess
Yeah.
so much.
Because the thing is that me and sorry to interrupt you, Cameron. But the thing is that me and Cameron, we actually made sure through Skullgirls actually, because of a friend of ours really. And the thing is that we play the game for like years essentially, and we have our ups and downs, but we all got better over time. So yeah.
I played Skullgirls for a long time, and then I got Josh into fighting games with it, and that was the worst mistake I've ever made in my entire life.
He was telling me for years to play fighting games. And I was like, nope, it's too hard.
And then one day when I was good at Skullgirls, I was like, hey Josh, play Skullgirls with me. He's like, fine. I was like, I bought you a copy.
Amazing.
He's like, shit. And he had to play it. And so I just started whooping his ass. And the first fucking character, this is like post Fukua, and the first character that he picked was Philia.
Oh my
The
god.
second character he picked was Fukua.
She was the one you played in the tutorial, so I was like, at least I know a little bit with her.
And who was the third character you picked? I don't remember. Was it Valentine?
Valentine. I had Philia Valentine for the longest time.
Okay, I don't know you anymore. I'm gonna block you from here out. Goodbye.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So this is like, I'm a musician. I play a lot of guitar. Like, I practice all the time, and like as soon when I got that, I started
beating his ass, and he got bad, so he got good as fast as possible.
I went into training mode, and I just do it for hours. Like at least the first month or so, like couple weeks maybe, like just in the beginning there, I was spending hours in training mode.
To the point where he was spending too much time in training mode.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I didn't take it online too often, except against Chris.
Like, he would be in training mode for hours. I would hit him up. Let's play Skullgirls. Alright, cool, let's go.
Hold on, let me
And
just practice
he would
this
test
combo
everything.
a little bit longer.
And, like, he'd fucking burst to 20. And then I'd go to bed after beating his ass.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, what character is did you main Skullgirls?
Me? I played
Yeah.
Philia, Valentine, Eliza.
Oh wow.
I hate his Eliza.
Before
characters
that, I just played Philia and Valentine.
Philia used to
Amazing.
be his best character, but then it was Eliza because he stopped practicing Philia. So whenever Eliza
I stopped
came out,
caring.
I was like, oh, I have to kill Eliza or I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, characters that I main Skullgirls. I love Valentine. Like, out of all the characters, like in general, Valentine's like my favorite. I even have like a poster of her, like up here. Actually, I don't know if you can see that.
Dang,
But
nice.
I wanted it.
yeah,
I don't
and
have, my walls are barren.
yeah, and I even have like a keychain of her actually right here. If I could grab it, there it is.
Where do you get these? Online
The internet.
or
No,
did you get that at
no,
convention?
actually, my friend actually got it for me from CEO Otaku. One of my best friends. Also, I have a No, it's actually like an actual tournament.
Oh.
Yeah, and also he even gave me shit. Yeah. Also, he gave me he even bought me these 2 keychains of Raven and Started Hero.
Raven from Teen Titans. What is that?
No, from Guilty Gear.
From Guilty.
Oh.
Raven is so annoying. Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I don't know Guilty Gear.
Now back to Cameron with Skullgirls. Sorry, buddy.
All
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, don't mind me.
Who did you main in Skullgirls, Cameron? I think you told me at one point, but I forgot.
Big Bang, Kelso, and Dobo.
See, like, you complain about me and Josh playing Philia, and you play Big Band.
Oh, I hate
As a single Big
Band.
That thing with Big Band is that if you give him a chance, he will kill you.
Dude,
it's like that super sonic jazz will kill you.
You know that too well.
Josh is like, when Big Band came out, Josh was like, I'm gonna try Big Band, but if I don't like him, I'm immediately just gonna dump him. And then he played him, he's like, this character seems like he's gonna be top tier. And a lot of people thought he was gonna be bad. And Josh was like, no, this character's gonna be godlike. Next thing you know, Big Band Assist becomes like the new fucking... I can't even think.
He's got so much range. He's just really easy to hit.
All right, so here's a single Big Band. Like theoretically, like he is like a strong character. Yeah, he's like the best assist character in the game.
He's like Doom of this game.
Pretty much. But it's like Jesus. But it's like he theoretically he is like the best character, but as of right now, in my opinion, I think the best character in Skullgirls is pretty much Double. I feel like. Because Double is like she's like the character that like murders me a lot. She can like put you in like situations where it's like you have to guess. And against like our characters like Valentine, Parasol, or even Eliza for that matter.
Do barrel loops still do mad damage? Because if barrel loops still do mad damage, I will agree with you 100% that Double is top tier.
I believe so. They did like I don't know if you played Skullgirls recently for anyone, but they did like nerf her like her puddle a bit, so it's like it's not invincible. Like you can actually like hit her out of it when she does a puddle on startup. Okay. Also, her level 5 does not do as much damage as it used to, so they nerf its damage by like a whole lot. So it's not even worth doing at all.
In a chance, they're basically buffing her because now she can do crazy mishaps. So that
so that's.
Was the first game where I ever truly played a top tier. So it's the first game that ever actually made me care.
Did you do all the Big Band haters?
You played Robo Fortune for a bit.
I tried. That character was so hard when she came out. They said they made her more fun.
She got better. She got better.
She got better, but it's annoying to me now.
She needs so much lab work if you want to play that character. Like, because I know I'm gonna lose my first character, and I don't want to put her on anchor because that just sounds like a bad idea. She's a great assist character, but she's not a good anchor. I would need to put in serious time, and I don't know if I want to do that. Skullgirls is hard. Street Fighter 5 is easy, so I'll play Street Fighter 5 instead.
Yeah. That Street Fighter 5, the thing with Street Fighter 5, I want to like get into like a little bit later because I actually have a lot of questions and I want to hear what your opinions are on it as a whole, if anything. So, yeah. Sorry
for constantly cutting you guys off, but did you have anything else to say, Cameron? Skype makes conversation.
They do all the Big Band haters.
Ass to the face puts a fool in their place.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Wow. But
Big Band deserves hate.
Yeah, characters. I never really like fully explained the characters I also play because like I play Valentine. I used to play Cerebella, but I kind of dropped her because I didn't like her movements.
Really?
But yeah, like Cerebella, she's a really good character. It's just that you have to like. I guess what my problem is that her movements, because I believe she's like one of the slowest characters in the game. You can correct me if I'm wrong, though.
She has tools.
Yeah, she has a lot of like tools like get in, but
she has a lot of
work.
movement-based tools, which is really weird.
Contextual moves.
Hey man, come on, bro.
I mean, she's got the clap that lets her glide and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I play Valentine. Sorry, go ahead.
She doesn't have a run though, right?
She has her charge. Like if you do like charge back to forward, there's a chance like to run.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, you can do like so much stuff with the run because with that you could like run cancel. You could also like go behind him to do the concho, which is like the poking the butts and wall bones. There's also like the actual the command grab, because she has a command grab that she does for a run, and I think it's an overhead, believe it or not, or I could be wrong. And there's also the Battletoads like Hornet or the Horn bash attack. But yeah, she has a run. But yeah, I played Valentine. I've also played Parasol, and Parasol is actually the first charge character I've actually learned in the fighting game properly.
In Skullgirls?
Yeah.
Parasol's pretty fun.
Yeah, she's a really fun character, and personally, I feel like that Parasol should be like a higher tier than what she should be, because I feel like that character is like a really solid character. But the thing, what kind of like holds her down is that she's a ground character. She relies a lot when it comes to like ground game, but she's not good in airs, which makes characters like Double or Valentine really good against her. Because all they had to do is just reset her in the air.
Parasol, in my opinion, is a terrible character without assists.
She could do well like if you're playing like duo or solo.
Duo, I can see it pretty well, but her requiring of charge for a proper reversal of any kind makes her not a great character solo, I feel like. Just like how Guile, if Guile was in Marvel 3 and you had the option to put him in as a solo, without an assist, he'd be awful. But with an assist, he automatically becomes an amazing zoner in the game. Just fantastic.
I can see what you mean by that.
But would have been a better example. Sorry.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that. I agree with you 100%. But I feel like that in like Parasol's like, I feel like she's a really like great character. Valentine, like she's good. Like she has a lot of utility, and I even learned a whole lot thanks to Cloud King, which is
the thing is you had to work with for a what? If you miss your one, this game over.
Well, not yes and no, because like the thing with Valentine, she of course is also her level 2 counter hit super, which is a really good. Yeah, it's kind of risky. Yeah, it's pretty risky because the thing is that if you land a counter hit with no vial, it's just like it just like freezes them in place. So you just do like a free punish. But the kicker is with it. If you have like your have a syringe, it doesn't matter if it's like fully has like 3 charges or not. If you land a counter hit super and have a syringe, they take like 20% damage or like a huge amount of damage, and also like has the effects of the syringe at max. So it's a really good reversal if you like read properly and get like a full punish.
But like I said, it's too risky.
It's kind of risky, but yeah.
I would say the best vial in that game, if it weren't for the netcode having variable input lag by choice, would be the input lag vial. But since the game allows you to change your input lag settings for online play based on connections, that vial kind of turned out to be worthless because everyone's like, "Oh no, I know how to play in 5 frames of lag."
Basically.
Yeah.
So it's like usually. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, they just need to find a way to make it more unique, make it more viable.
It's still pretty good.
But it's all right.
They'll throw them.
Like you said, they can just use that lag thing and won't be that much good.
It's kind of like Karen's like elbow cross up that isn't good at all, but every time Punk uses it, it hits because like it's always useful the first time you do it. It always works the first time.
Basically,
You can use it once a set, but it's working that one time in this set. Alright, not to try and rush everybody, but continue moving on a little bit.
Yes.
E-Man, what will you bring to the conversation, sir?
What will I bring to the conversation? Absolutely nothing.
What do you
You
think?
like
Killer
to watch
Instinct?
Blaze Blue.
Pardon?
What do you think
What
of
was
Killer
that?
Instinct?
What do I think of Killer Instinct? It's slow in comparison to a lot of fighters I've played, for the most part.
What?
Because it just feels slow in comparison to stuff. In comparison to
You watch
Twitch
Blaze
fighters
Blue,
like Blaze
so,
Blue and whatnot.
There's a lot of downtime in it.
Like,
Yeah.
I think like KI is like it's a really interesting game in the sense that the game doesn't technically have like staple combos. Like, all right, this is what characters do for the combos, but it's more like a game that you kind of have to like be consistent with. Like, all right, I use this to link. I use this for knockdown. I use this to like make sure I keep like a air juggle combo and all this other stuff. And the things that characters can like play in whatever like style they can like feel towards it, you know. I don't really play KI like that. I kind of want to because it looks interesting, but I don't know. Like something about the game, it's like I can't really like compute, like think well.
Lie. I loved that game for a good minute, but the more I learned about it, the less I liked about it.
Yeah, like
The
it's
better I got, the less I liked it.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that.
I liked beating Josh's ass, don't get me wrong. But I started liking it less and less the more I learned about the game, the more I learned about what kind of bullshit was in the game, the less I liked it.
Like
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Shago 2 years ago.
Like they keep patching the stuff out, but you can do some ridiculous stuff. They keep adding more.
The first thing that made me want to quit the game was the Riptor block stun infinite.
Oh yeah, that right there.
Josh picked up Riptor day one and learned that block infinite day one. Took it online day one. Did it to everybody. This was before a single video was even out, and he's just like, no, I'm gonna hit the lab with
video out, but I saw somebody do it. I was just like, let's see some Riptor tech. All right. Oh, there's a block stun infinite. Okay, let's learn to do that.
Now let's learn to create this crazy, fucking like horrifying game plan and build it around that. Oh no, the block stun infinite's gone.
It was annoying. It wasn't like. It was.
I mean, can you
do
like? Can you do like shell counter to like counter that?
No. It was like it was a true infinite.
That is pretty bullshit. You think that they would have patched it by then, right? Or
they patched it like not long after it.
Okay,
but
so
that's only because I think because it was hard to do. It was really hard to do. But I think that the only reason that they patched it out was because John B took Riptor super far into Paul B. Sorry, I'm retarded. John B is a Rashid player from New York, not a Saberwolf player from wherever the hell Paul B's from.
But yeah, I see what you mean by I see what you mean by that. For being the case at the time.
KI is infuriating.
I can see that. It's a really good game, but it's not for everyone. So.
Oh.
It's a game of patience and concentration
It's a game of patience, concentration, and then just dealing with it when people just decide to like do whatever they want. Like Jago players.
You can do whatever you want in that game. As long as you know your character, like there's so much like little things that you have to pick up on to really get up there. But it's really the way I've always understood it on high level play is your mechanics have to be perfect.
Yeah, I see what you mean with that.
And then you really start playing.
Alright.
So alright. Kind of want to move on to like something I want to like ask here. So all right,
If you haven't noticed, Josh is the KI guy.
Yes. I see what you mean by that. But yeah, Mr. Clean, I got a question for you. So you play. So I see that you play a lot of Street Fighter 5. What is your thoughts on the game as a whole, with like everything?
As a whole, as a video game or as a fighting game?
Well,
those are two different questions to me about Street Fighter 5.
All right. So the thing is that I was kind of like, all right. So when I first heard about Street Fighter 5, I was like, okay, cool. So Capcom is now like playing like a fifth Street Fighter game as I thought they would. And the thing is that it's kind of, and I'm pretty sure that you might agree with this, that the game is like pretty like kind of stale in some regards because everyone like kind of does like the same thing when it comes to like combos, neutral, and everything like that. And even like some of the stuff is like kind of whatever. And I know that like people like still kind of like defend the game despite about how like pretty stale it was. Because like if you think about the V-skill system, it's kind of like gimmicky. Because it's like you kind of like had to abuse this mechanic in order to actually get somewhere with the character. In Skullgirls, it was like kind of known because it's basically like a sole successor of Marvel 2, and people like Guilty Gear because of the Roman cancel system. And there's so many arguments that people like because of their mechanics. I feel like, but in Street Fighter 5, there like barely isn't any that is like kind of like groundbreaking. If they were to like add like more to it, like maybe like a second Ultra, like how to do with Street Fighter 4, or something like close to that, then I think that the game will be a lot more like tech heavy, and I think that will like lure more players in terms of like difficulty.
I don't think that adding an extra super would really increase creativity.
But you get
Unless
what I
you
mean,
gave everyone
right?
a Grenadian, and I would be definitely down for everyone having a Grenadian.
I mean, but you see what I mean. You see what I mean with what I'm trying to go with, right? Because I do like respect the game for like what it is or what it tries to be, but I feel like it could be a lot more better. And I see that Capcom is trying, I guess, for like the better word, on doing so.
I really like the game. I do feel like it could be a better game. A lot of the original Season 1 cast, honestly, are kind of boring characters. Me, I'm a huge fan of that. I love boring. Boring is me.
I could respect that.
I play like, Kisako and stand like 12 feet away from you on the stage and just hit you with Stand Fierce. And hit you with Stand Fierce, which is like one of the longest buttons in the entire game.
Yeah, I seen his Kisako. But it's like for me, it's like when I saw like what he did with, it was like when I first saw Jury when she was announced, I was pretty happy because I love all Street Fighter characters aside from Gun and Yang. I actually like Jury because her design, I think it's really cool. Hello there, One-Eyed Knocked. How are you doing? Hope you're enjoying the. But yeah, it's like I actually like Jury, but I feel that she's kind of like, well, of course she's like low tier, like from looking at the game because she's not really picked that often. Because I feel like she doesn't really do enough.
Jury, I feel like, isn't exactly anywhere near as bad as everyone tries to say she is. She's not Fang. She's not Alex.
She's good, but
she's not good. It's fine. She's not good, but she is playable. She is viable. If Bonchan can make Nash viable, why can't Infiltration make Jury viable?
Exactly.
Gave up way too fast.
Exactly.
Bonchan is like Infiltration's a quitter. All right. Here's the thing you have to know. There's my opinion on Infiltration. I love Infiltration. I love watching Infiltration play. But his opinion of I main Street Fighter doesn't quite work in this game because he hasn't played all these weird characters. In Season 1, he only played Nash and Rashid.
Basically.
Ryu.
Here's the thing.
And Rashid's kind of butt.
Yeah. Like, here's... Alright.
John Kakeuchi for life. Sorry.
But yeah.
Continue.
No, you're good, bro. But yeah, it's like I see what you're trying to go with here. Like, I know that like how in SF4, like Infiltration was like really known for being like one of the best like Street Fighter players, and of course he like pretty much like started like the like rivalry with Daigo and pretty much like overtook him. But it's like this is a new game.
Was godlike.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, and all right, if you watch Cross Current TV, you probably might get this, because all right, so have you ever watched Cross Current TV? Any of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I watched the episode that they did with Sejam, and Sejam makes a really good point about Street Fighter 5. It's pretty much like run by America and Korea. That's pretty much like how it is mainly. And the thing is that, if the Japanese players, this is going to be off topic, but the thing is that in this game, go like dumb and it will still work. That's why people can like typically go for characters like Yurian, Laura, or even Balrog, because they can just go in without care.
The best thing about those three characters, though, is that in a tournament environment, they're not really that great. They're good in a tournament environment, but they're not like they're not characters. They're not like MSP.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like people keep yelling that they're broken, this and that. Most of those people don't know that you can easily interrupt most of Balrog's V-trigger mix-ups.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is just jab out. Like, there are multiple occasions where you can literally just mash jab and interrupt it, and it's your turn. It's outrageous. But
yeah, I see what you mean with that.
There's a lot of things in that game that people call random that are actually just you not reading frame data properly.
Yeah. But, yeah, I feel like Infiltration, he's, like, slowly, like falling out. Actually, it kind of like in some regards, it kind of feels like a lot of the people who mainly play Street Fighter in the FGC are kind of like having like a different like kind of shift in like the scene as a whole. Because I'm pretty sure you guys like seen K-Bread, have you?
Yeah.
Or heard of him?
Yeah.
Because like, all right. Truth being said, though, I like used to be like a huge like fan of K-Bread just because he's a funny guy. I liked him before. And I feel like now it's like, and I feel like now it's like he kind of like, it's kind of weird to explain, but in Street Fighter 4 he plays like all these other characters like Cammy, which I think was always been a good character. She played Cammy, she played Decapre, she played like a lot of these high tier characters. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong if I say this, but.
K-Brad played a ton of high-tier characters.
Yeah, but here's the weird thing, is that...
Then he also played a ton.
Yeah. But here's the weird thing, because in Street Fighter 5, it's like that he stopped caring about high tier, and whenever people play high tier, especially, like, he hates, like, Laura players. I know that for sure. Like, I know that he actually has some beef with Wolf Chrome, who is known for being a Laura player.
He doesn't really hate high tiers because Cammy's high tier. He openly admits Cammy's high tier.
Yeah,
and I can't remember if he said it or if I'm just making this up. So take it with a grain of salt. But I believe he's also mentioned like how I don't know why that switched like that, but whatever. Oh, sorry. How
what's going on?
Shit, I have to fix something. Sorry. How he thinks she might be top 5. I personally think she's top 5. I think she's top 5 easy.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in this season.
Oh, yeah. But he hates characters that rely on, like, gimmicky stuff to win. Laura, a lot of her stuff's actually, like, not real. But you're afraid because you don't know what's coming. That's the problem with Laura. She's really gimmicky.
I'm sorry to cut you off in the middle of this, but do you mind if we get another guy in here? It's one of my friends named Jalen. He wants to be able to He knows a lot more about fighting games than I do, and he wants to get in the chat. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, sure. Add him in.
That's up to everybody else, not just me, man.
I mean, you're the one hosting the call.
Go for it.
So, hell, I don't even know how to get him in here.
You've done it before with Kyo.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I remember how I did it. Fucking.
Oh my god, the horrors of recording a podcast from like a couple hundred miles away from each other each.
Yeah, just pulling it straight out of our asses.
Oh my gosh.
Great.
What was I gonna say? Shit. But yeah, I do agree with what you're getting at here. But it's kind of like, again, it's kind of hypocritical considering that he plays like the Capra, or he played the Capra in Street Fighter 4, which kind of, again, correct me.
The Capra is the maximum gimmick.
Yeah, she kind of is, and it's like that's kind of hypocritical considering you played the Capra. So I don't know.
In 4, if you remember, his play was much dirtier. He played like this was his goal in Street Fighter 4. I'm gonna play footsies, and then I'm gonna sweep you. Then I'm gonna do my little setup that lets me get a back throw, meaty, and then I'm putting you in the blender.
Yep.
That's dirty as. Oh my god, that's very dirty.
K-Brad was so dirty in Street Fighter 4.
That's pretty much it. It works, but that's basically it.
That was how he played Cammy.
Yeah.
That was how he
And
played Capra.
I feel like
that's
he
how he
kinda
played
like-
Chun.
Christ.
Yeah.
That's how you. That's how you.
And I
play
feel like
Chun.
that's like, I feel like that's Street Fighter 5 because like.
He just wants to play really clean in this game because he feels like the best way to play. He feels the same way I do, but like it loses me a lot of games because I'm not playing players that like understand what's going on really. So they just kind of ignore stuff like conditioning. Like, oh, he did that thing and I punished it, and then he did it again and I punished it again, and then he did, and I keep punishing it, and then he continues to do it. And he dies one round only because of that. Oh.
Yeah, and I think the thing is that he gets even more saltier than that because, like, I feel like that in Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4 back then, if you like whiff the DP or like mess up or screw up a wake up or anything like that, it's not the getting punched is not that big of a problem. In Street Fighter 5, however, I feel like that since the game is a lot more easier. Becomes like combos and and also the fact that they nerf DPs, it's a lot more riskier to actually like go for stuff like that, or anything like that, you know. So
that DP nerf still hurts me.
Yeah.
Play Ryu. I'm trying to switch to Guile.
But yeah, it's like I don't know, like I don't know what goes on in K-Brad's mind, but. That's how it kind of is.
I think he just wants to take a controversial stance on everything, like an asshole, and I think it's funny. I still like him. He's trying to be a heel while also be a face, and it's really weird. I commend him for his efforts.
Yeah. All right,
He's he wants to be wrestling. That's what he wants. He wants to be wrestling.
I'll say right now, I'm not a fan of wrestling.
I'm a big fan of the stupidness of wrestling. Sorry about that. That was fucking gross.
Okay.
How about
Akuma?
Akuma?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. I was just going to talk a little bit about Street Fighter 5. Like,
yeah.
The original 16 characters are all kind of boring and dry. They don't really have much combo options. Nash has a lot of combo options. Nash's V-Trigger allows for a ton of combo options. It's really weird.
Yeah. I guess Jerry is kind of that same boat, I feel like, because he could do like some pretty like fancy stuff for charges.
Yeah, Jerry can do some sick stuff too. But like characters that actually get cool shit are all the DLC characters.
Yeah,
Urian, everyone thought was hype as fuck. When Urian was low tier, everyone thought he was the hype. Well, he wasn't ever low tier, but everyone treated him like he was low tier because he didn't have.
That's dumb.
when Urian came out, everyone's like, he's not good, he's not good. All the DLC characters have been trash. Guile turned out to be fucking really good. I wouldn't say top 5, but at least top 8.
Yeah.
Guile?
Season 1.
Oh.
Not season
really
2 Guile.
good now.
Guile is like the best character.
Yeah, Guile got really good.
In my opinion, right now, before the patch, Guile is the best character in the game.
Yeah, for sure. And I think even Daigo like played like a whole bunch of him.
He's actually full on switched to Guile now.
Hey.
Yeah,
because he's tired of losing with Ryu. It hurts to lose with Ryu. You don't understand.
I know what you mean. Because Ryu is like one of those characters that use everything.
Scared the shit out of me.
I feel like Ryu is still viable, but the problem is everyone knows how to fight Ryu because we've been fighting that exact same fucking Ryu for so long.
For like 15 years or something like that.
What? Longer. Like he's closest to like Third Strike Ryu, just without the fucking donkey kick.
I love Third Strike.
Like,
Third Strike is my favorite.
I love Third Strike. I'm the worst at Third Strike.
Hey.
Same.
I play Ken, Hugo, and Q. And Akuma. I picked Akuma up much later in life. Ken was the first character I picked, and then I looked at Hugo. I was like, that character looks sick. I don't know why, but
yeah. Going back on topic here, it's like a lot of the. I do agree. Like a lot of the second batch of DLC characters are pretty promising. Especially like Akuma and
Akuma's sick, and Ed. Ed is fucking radical.
Yeah, I see like the stuff that Ed can do. It looks pretty sick.
Yeah, Ed is pretty cool.
He's all right. Like I liked his outfit with the white hoodie, but everything else is like kind of.
I'm so glad that story costumes are fight money purchasing because that's the only Ed costume I'm going to use when he comes out.
Basically, but yeah, it's like I hope that they actually like do some interesting stuff like how to do with Akuma and Colleen and Ed for the second batch of DLC characters because they said themselves that it's going to be like all original characters that no one has played before. So who knows? We might even
Capcom has a ton of characters that are part of the Street Fighter universe they could use.
Yeah,
there's nothing to really worry about. I hope we see Hagar though.
Hagar.
There we go.
Maybe? I don't know.
I feel like there's too many grapplers that are good, but I want Hagar to be in a game and be really good. And not just be
could be the case because like we never really have them.
Hagar, I don't think has been in a single Street Fighter game.
Well, yeah, because I think that Hagar is more or less like Zangief.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Like, he looks cooler.
He's
We have a new member of the podcast, by the way. His name is Jared Maxfield. How's it going, sir?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Good evening.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We're just having a random discussion about fighting games. There's no real, like, structure to it.
Yeah.
What games do you feel like you're the most knowledgeable in?
Definitely Hyper Fighters, like Blaze Blue.
Nice.
Yeah. That touch of the community.
I don't play Blaze Blue. I don't like it all that much. I think I am one of the people who think that Calamity Trigger is the best Blaze Blue game, and all the other ones after that have been bad.
I like the new one. Central Fiction, I think is Central Fiction was really good.
I can understand that.
I bought Chrono Phantasma the other day, and when I went to check the online, dead.
And the online was dead.
Yep, because CF is out.
Okay, thank you, me.
I don't know. CT, I can understand that, but it was also kind of like the most broken one.
Oh, it's definitely the worst
version
of the game.
Dude, V13, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but V13, Lambda, and New 12 is like the best characters in the game.
Oh yeah,
right?
That game is trash, but I love
New it. New is second best in Chrono Phantasma, and she's like trash tier now.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about anything Blaze Blue though, so that's probably why it's so cool.
The first one, nothing but salt.
I don't have the problem with Blaze Blue for me. I just don't have time for Blaze Blue.
It takes a lot to get into.
Yeah,
same
like,
with Uni.
I've been playing for 2 years, which is the longest I've ever put into any single game series. But compared to other people that play for like 10 plus years, you know, or however long, basically since Calamity Trigger.
yeah, same here. Like, I've like played like pretty much, I think I played like all the BlazBlue games. I think because I first started with Calamity Trigger on the PSP, and then get.
E-Man was
Yeah, like I first started.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
okay.
mind me.
But yeah, what characters do you main in BlazBlue?
My main is Amane, who is finally he's
oh yeah, the
crossdresser.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That dude is so crazy.
He just fits to my play. I like the hybrid zoner rush play. But I always played him a little bit in Chrono Phantasma, but now that he's finally like good, I've actually picked him up as a main. And just like a couple days ago, I started learning Noelle because I kind of wanted to play a trash tier and see how that felt like.
That's what you mean.
Characters, we all do that.
Characters that I like playing in BlazBlue. I like playing like throughout like all the BlazBlue games. I always stuck with Ragna. I felt like the most comfortable with him, but when Bullet came out for the first time, I immediately was like, yes, finally this character.
I'm so mad they nerfed her because she didn't need
they
it.
Did?
Yeah,
they
she's
did?
like she's the worst character in the game by popular vote. Not statistically, but by popular vote.
Well, yeah, which sucks because I still like playing Bullet. I think she's a really fun character. And
oh yeah, I mean there's still people that main her, and she's the great thing about BlazBlue is that it doesn't matter. Like, even if they're literally the worst character in the game, you can still play them and take them to tournaments and do well.
I feel like it's a lot like how I see a lot of Guilty Gear players saying Jam is trash, but every time you look at top 8, there's a Jam player.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I may Astro, by the way.
I always... Yeah,
and most people don't know what to do against Astro because they basically know
Axel in top 16.
Hey, whoa now.
Excellent.
It happens.
Yeah, but I
don't
play
look at the results very often for Guilty.
Yeah. Jane.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I play Ragna and Bullet, and I try to like play Naoto, and he's hard as hell.
Yeah,
he's
Naoto,
fun, but holy
Naoto is not only like the single hardest character to play in that game. Maybe Carl. I mean, Carl's pretty hard. Carl's hard more or less just because he's different. But Naoto's one of, if not the hardest, and he's also one of the worst. Like, all he has is damage. He has great damage, but that's it.
Is Makoto a good character?
Yeah,
now?
and
she is A tier in Central Fiction.
I mean, okay, I might start playing BlazBlue again because
she's pretty good.
Boxers are kind of what I want.
You got to put some work in, especially having to do with timing her drive. It really in lag too.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's fine. I'm down.
one of her moves, her drive, is her like unique punches. Basically, you charge them. You have
basically like they're like specific, like character specific attack.
If they put Eliza from Persona, all right, Cam. If they put Eliza from Persona in BlazBlue, I'd pick up that game in an instant.
Dude, like Persona Arena, I love that game.
I was awful. I was straight trash.
I was terrible at Arena.
It was so fun.
It's a really fun game. I personally, for me, since like here's the thing, like since like Persona 5 is out, I'm like banking on hopefully that they'll make a Persona 5 Arena.
That would be amazing.
So much.
I'll be so happy if they do. And what they could do is for like our characters, that they'll take the characters from 4 and put them into Arena 5. Kind of like how they did with like Persona 4 Arena, about how they had the cast from like 3.
Yeah.
I think that'll be like a really
I just
cool
hope
thing
that
to
they
have.
take the game and just be like, no, how about instead of a real sequel, you just get a update port. It's just like, here's Ultimax version 3. You're like, okay, I'm good. I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah, like
Persona 4
how
Arena,
doing with
now
later.
introducing Persona 5 characters.
Oh my
And you're like,
god.
who is this guy? It doesn't
Wait.
matter. Don't pay attention to the story. It's all technically canon, but non-canon. And
It's a fighting game. You don't need the story.
nah.
Basically.
Fighting game stories are important unless it's KI.
Hey, you know what? Blaze Blue's story, with all the plot holes even in it, is still a solid story.
Blaze Blue's
Yeah,
story,
It's so confusing, but it's
I
solid.
can't pay attention to it.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It has its moments sometimes, but it's pretty stupid. I actually like it.
I don't know. I think I love it for how confusing it is.
I
Josh.
kind of actually. Here's the thing. I kind of get the idea of
play
the
Shadow
story for
Lords?
Blaze Blue.
Yeah, if you take the
Not
time to
very good.
follow it, it adds up.
Yeah, that's gross. Shadow Lord's not being good.
Welcome
obsessed.
to anime fighting games.
Anime fighting games is a big conversation
It's
because
a great
most of what I know is super outdated knowledge of Skullgirls.
Here's the thing, though, is that
I know what
Alright,
characters I
here-
like in Guilty Gear, and I never play the games because I'm tired of playing low tier characters, and I like Slayer, so I don't play Guilty Gear.
I mean, as long as you're not playing Unial, playing a low tier character isn't that bad.
I mean, the
Yeah.
problem is
Unial,
I just do it all the time,
yeah,
and I'm
Unial
just
or
so tired of it. I want to play Unial, but that game. Have you seen how many systems are in that game?
that game is less complicated than Blaze Blue.
Like,
Like there's
yeah, that's
there's
true.
but
yeah, but the difference is Blaze Blue doesn't have as many bars on screen.
that is true.
So when you
Blaze-
see all the bars on screen, you're like, I am never gonna keep track of any
The fun
of
thing
this.
about Unial to me is, and I would play Unial probably over Blaze Blue if it weren't for the fact that you feel the top tier harder
is
than
so-
you do in any other fighting game.
But that game
Yeah,
is
that's for sure.
pretty.
It's really fun when you pick it up and you realize not only is it a fighting game, it's a game of tug of war.
And I
You're
would
playing
love to
tug
play
of
it, though.
war with the grid meter, and it's great.
Like,
It's just
Yeah.
really unique.
What is the grid meter?
Okay, so
it's
basically,
complicated.
there's a meter in the middle of the screen, right? And there's this Vorpal status. And as you attack and apply pressure, you build up this grid meter. But also, when you're blocking, you can hold the D button, basically, which is just applied for grid. And when you do that, you can't switch between low or high block, but blocking successfully, you'll build up grid meter more than the aggressor would. So it's a trade-off. And there's a little circle in the middle of the grid meter, and every time it takes a full circle, whoever has the most grid gets the Vorpal buff, which means that they can double tap D to cancel the recovery of any move. For
Jesus.
only once per loop. And it also gives them a attack buff, like a damage buff.
That sounds busted as hell.
So it works both ways in the sense that if the aggressor gets it, it lets them keep on pressure by giving them basically a rapid cancel or a Roman cancel.
But it's also a
Uh-huh.
god tier defensive.
Yeah, but it also can get you out of pressure.
It's
Yeah.
like
The
the
whole-
whole reversals
the whole
were good.
game is not only a fighting game, but it's also a giant tug of war game.
Yeah, I could see that being the case.
It's super fun and really unique and really fun to watch too. People that actually know
Dude.
how to manipulate
Oh
it.
my god. Unial, like high level Unial play is the most amazing thing.
It really is.
Like I love watching like Evo Blaze Blue. That's about as much Blaze Blue as I watch. I missed it last year. First episode of the podcast during the stream, I was watching the top 8 for it, just being pissed off that I didn't watch it last year. But every time I ever see Unial in the title and the tournament says that like Arturo or Sonic Fox or someone like that's going to be
Oh
there,
god, Sonic Fox.
I'm like, I got to watch this.
I've
This is
already
gonna be
got my eyes set on Unial ST that was finally announced for consoles in Japan, so I gotta pick that up.
Nice.
I don't know
I'm so
why.
sad that every time anime comes out, we'll never have a chance to be the best.
Well, see, that's why you get it the same day it comes out in Japan. That's why you make a Japanese
The
PSN account.
arcade release.
Well,
The
yeah, there's the
arcade
arcade.
release. I feel like that's the only reason Japan's not dominating Street Fighter harder right now. They should
Oh
be
my-
the best, but they're not
Don't-
because they didn't get an arcade
Okay.
release. So they
Okay.
have like
I have something to kind of like say to that, but it's not really related to like it's not really related to like
Japan's
fighting
doing
games,
really well, but they're not doing as well, anywhere near as well as they
okay,
have in the past.
so all right, so here is like something about Japan about
Street
what comes to
Fighter
like
specifically.
business. All right, so here's the thing with like Japan with like what comes to, like business as a whole, and because like I'm sure that like at least like a few people like watch Maximilian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Yeah, the thing is that it's like the thing is that his friend Simmons, he makes a really good point about like Japan. For the most part, they're really terrible with business, and the reason is that the thing is
That's
that
why their
Japan they only
economy is
focus.
so trash.
Yeah, like here's the thing though, is that all right? So take like Final Fantasy 15 for example, because Final Fantasy 15 did from what I've been hearing, has done like great in the U.S. and European as far as like sales goes. But the thing is that I heard someone talk.
I just said it did amazingly.
Yeah, and the thing is that in Japan, it didn't really sell as well. Therefore, that they think of it as being a terrible game, which is really dumb. And the thing is that in order for Japan to like actually like sell more, they need to look on the other side of the spectrum when it comes to the what comes to the other nations, because it's so great over there, but not over here. That's why like for the most part, Nintendo doesn't really seem to like cooperate their own like home title, like their own games.
Japan
even, like,
is like reportedly awful at business. Like
Yeah.
Nintendo purposely short stocks all of their products. All of them.
Basically. If it's a good, if they see that the game's doing good in Japan, then it's considered to them a good game.
Yeah.
If not, then it's not. Even though, like in our nations, it did great, but they don't care. But
doesn't make sense.
But that's going a little bit.
I
That's how
also
it is,
feel
'cause,
like
like,
they
keying
should
too
pander
hard
for
into
us. I
stats.
feel like they should not feel the need to pander to our market, but at the same time, I would like a few less games that are like pandering to hardcore otaku lust fiends.
Yeah,
How
that
about less of those, please?
is like that is and that's a common trope, really. Even Blaze Blue's terrible with that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
okay.
character is so
Design.
fan-servicey.
You have the few like good ones that aren't too bad, and I
Noel?
typically
Noel, however you pronounce her name,
Noel.
Noel.
the coolest character in the game.
I know. See, that's who I picked up recently.
I like,
She's my new
yeah,
sub,
like
dude.
I like a lot of the.
She just looks rad.
Sorry, go ahead.
She just
Her
looks
combos.
rad.
Her combos look great.
Yeah, like I actually like a lot of the designs for Blaze Blue. Like I think Rogna's really great. I think he has a really cool design, and even for Bullet in some regards. But some of the design I will agree with are really, really linear.
Makoto 9. Lychee.
Like, yeah,
I mean,
Makoto's
Lychee-
design is like Makoto is a slutty squirrel boxer. Come on now, let's be
Who doesn't
real.
love
I mean, I
And,
love that.
I don't.
and
but-
none of you
and-
you cannot look
I'm
me into the
cancer.
eyes and say you don't love that. You
I
can't.
really don't. I really
Answer.
don't.
I play Philia and I play Eliza in Skullgirls. I am the worst kind of person. So me liking Makoto is not a good judge of what.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, because if you like the character that you like, then there's nothing wrong with that.
She's the only
enjoy the
boxer
character that you
in the
have.
game.
I'm just gonna say this here. I always say that to screw around. I don't personally means it.
Like
You
I
can
look
make
at
it
it
whoever
like,
you want. You can
like
make it
in
whoever you
Street Fighter
want.
4.
I just do it to screw
Yeah.
around.
Like in Street Fighter 4, I didn't play Balrog because I wanted a boxer, but I'm not really good at charge characters. You know, I don't have
Yeah,
much
I
experience
feel
with
you.
them. And I love playing boxers. Boxers are just cool.
Yeah.
And then I saw Dudley. Like I knew about
Yeah,
Dudley,
Dudley is pretty cool.
when I was younger, but like that was before I was like actually like really into fighting games. And then Street Fighter 4 had Dudley, and all I did after that was just like training mode with Dudley time.
You see,
That's all that game became.
My biggest issue, and I still have this, it's not even just with fighting games, is that to play a character for me, I have to enjoy their design, which really hurts me because of that, I can't place any Street Fighter game because I cannot stand the art style of Street Fighter.
That's understandable.
I literally like main enjoy. Sorry to cut you off.
I thought there was something else that you couldn't stand about Street Fighter, Jaren.
Well, it's not necessarily that I couldn't stand about Street Fighter. It's just that it doesn't play to my style. Is that Street Fighter is a more footsies, neutral-oriented fighting game where the reason that I am so attached to Blaze Blue is that it's all about long string and flashy combos.
Yeah.
I mean, if you play Evil Ryu,
pretty much. Evil Ryu has some flashes to him.
Dudley has two Dudley combos.
Yeah,
which I mean, I play Amane, so every single combo I do is always flashy.
Oh, well. Blaze Blue will do that to you. Blaze Blue will do that to you. Like, oh, well, you're talking about these combos, but, you know, yeah, shut up with your Blaze Blue.
But, I don't know.
Basically, it's like,
KI
that's the thing, is that people...
They're easy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's the thing of like how it comes to like people with character choices, I feel, is that people will pick the characters whether for like their own reasons, whether it's because of their high tier or because they just thought like the character. Like when
the only criteria I have is, does this character look cool? All right,
see, that's how I used to be, but now I'm like, I play them, you know, partially based on that, and partially based on while they, you know, if they play to my style for my main. My subs though, like. I'm playing Noelle as a sub for two reasons. I wanted to see what it's like to play literal trash tier. She's like the second worst character in the game.
Yeah.
I like her, and I like her design. I hate her playstyle, but I like her design, and I wanted to see what trash tier feels like.
Yeah.
I've done it.
But
it doesn't feel good. It feels really good when you win, but it feels
it really hasn't been that bad, because those wins that I get just feel so great.
I see what you mean.
I hate not being able to blame myself on my losses. So... And like if I'm playing a shit character, I'll constantly just be like, man, this character's so bad. Oh my god, blah blah blah. Like,
I don't know. I haven't found any way to blame the character. Most of my failures have been just me not using the tools I have, right?
Yeah, that's how I usually treat it. But sometimes I just can't handle blaming myself. My ego can't take it.
Yeah.
I stream, so it's really hard to... Sometimes it's really hard to keep just debasing yourself over and over.
Like when I'm playing against a good Ryan, good Rachel.
Yeah, like sometimes it feels... Yeah, like I know that sometimes it doesn't hurt to like pop off every now and then. I
pop off constantly.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Like I get really loud. I get more loud than I get mad.
If I demon someone in Street
yell and scream and complain and...
Yeah, and then 2 minutes later I'll just be laughing because I just vent it all out at once. Just don't hold it in.
Oh shit, Brian! Oh, hang on a second.
If I hit a raging demon in Street Fighter, all right. If I hit a raging demon in SF5 with Akuma, I just pop off so hard. Every time, if I'm playing on stream or if I'm playing like just by myself, alone in my room with no setup going or anything, just like, yeah, fuck you. I just get really excited that I did it.
You just can't help but just yell.
Like if you do like a walk up demon to somebody, it's just the most satisfying thing in the world.
Like. I know that feel. You know, every fighting game has those like you'll be playing your character and you'll spend time like learning this one setup or this one thing that's really specific. And then you'll go and you'll play like months, and then there's that one match, that one beautiful match where you get it. And it just makes everything worth it.
Just makes life better in general. Josh knows all about that. Why don't you talk a little bit about how like unhealthy your KI training schedule was, Josh?
I would train more than I would actually play the game, and I got really fucking good at it.
No, I mean unhealthy is like literal health rank.
You got so good that you got stomped by everybody.
Do you play the ranked?
I got in this
do you play the ranked in KI?
Yeah.
How far did you get? Like how?
I was a killer. My height.
At one point on a reset,
I was
he made
fighting
top.
for 32.
Yeah, because I go down there in the town right next to mine, right? Like, it's literally like 30 minutes away. There's this little gaming house where I've met a bunch of people there, and one of them is huge on KI. And at one point, I was gonna have him teach the game to me, but I just kind of never really stuck to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember the first time I went down there, I sat there for like 2 to 3 hours while I was downloading BlazBlue on one of their systems. And I was just watching him grind out matches. I think it got to top like 24. I think that was his rank at the end of the
pretty
rotation.
good. So Sarda had stepped out. It was just friend came over. So
that game is something else to watch.
Josh was at like 13th for a good minute. He was first place for a while, for like a day, and that's a while.
But you stopped,
for how
Chris
fast
stopped
those
playing
ladders.
it, so it was right after Combo Breaker 2 years ago. I played, me and him, we've played against Base, we played against Sleep, and like we played a lot. Like I probably did a first to like 50 or something with Base.
Did I miss Combo Breaker again this year, by the way?
It
hasn't happened yet, but I'm not
next
going
week,
this
right?
year.
I wish I could go, but I just don't have the money. I just don't have the money.
Or you could get a car.
I'm going to see you.
Yeah,
I have a car.
Because it's really close by.
Josh, are you still bugging Aaron about not letting you share a room with her, or did he drop that?
I don't even know if she was there, man.
We don't even know if she's not you, so let's drop that.
What?
No, she doesn't watch the stream anymore, as far as I know.
Wait, no. I need to read it. If I could speak, I need to reiterate on that point. Chris, what the hell are you talking about?
Spaghetti. It's about
Mom spaghetti.
Apparently I'm Aaron now. Okay.
What were we talking about? Who's Aaron? Is that lady
in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It was
feel
the
like
girl that
she
said-
was a made-up construct.
Made
But
up
I don't want to get
construct.
into this right now.
Yes, I just
elaborate
completely
ruse to troll
fabricated
Josh.
a person in their entire life just for one day. Yeah, sure.
Just for the
I
one
did
chance
that.
you might have had to troll me and Josh.
Just for that one shot.
No, this
no
is a
sense.
long-running thing.
You're just like, I'm gonna build up this character for months.
His master plan.
Yes, they will never know.
And then at Combo Breaker, it all came to fruition because we were trying to get a hotel room, but there was no fucking hotel rooms.
Really, there wasn't?
I wasn't
And
planning
she had a
on going.
single bed in the Hilton that you were actually staying right next to.
Yeah.
And then I was down like
That's
somewhere
amazing.
south. I think I was down in like Kappa. I don't know. But I was pretty far south. And I just
Hey.
yeah, I've. Thing is that Trippy and Seto, like as much as I like playing, as much as I like playing Flings, I never really like enter a tournament actually.
Super fun
Oh,
experience.
you should.
Yeah,
No
the
matter
thing is
how
that
terrible you are.
I've entered like, casual tournaments, not. Like if I were to be able to, if I had the money and the time and I could go to Combo Breaker, even though I wouldn't get very far, I'd jump into that BlazBlue tournament.
Yeah,
Combo
like,
Breaker
I would
wasn't
love
even-
to.
Me and Josh lived like
We lived in the same
an hour and a half away from Combo Breaker 2 years straight.
See,
I
I
was-
was high. Like
I was
Chicago's
8 hours
really
away, but I
close.
drove anyway.
Chicago's not even 8 hours for me, but I
Where'd
just
you
don't
say-
have the money to go.
Where'd you say you're from?
Indiana.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
They're super close.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to
meanwhile,
CEO
I can-
this year because I live over by Orlando. Just go to what's nearby. That's my opinion. I'm like a half hour away. It's kind of an unfair point of view to take.
Yeah, anyway, like, okay, so me and Chris went to Combo Breaker, was it 2015 now?
2015 was the first one we went to.
And we played the top players in KI because we lived in the same house, and we just grinded out KI. That's like what we
We
did.
played so much KI. We dug so far into that game.
Like, we played the KI box all the time, and then I went home after that and just grinded out KI.
box.
Like, I learned so much from playing those guys.
Yeah, and you were the one that inspired me to get into KI until my sister took my Xbox. And I haven't gotten the passion and fervor yet to get another Xbox. Just I don't want to deal with it. Also, I haven't seen you play in probably 8 months.
It's on
Just
PC.
get it on. Get the PC.
Yeah, but you need an Xbox to play it. That's the thing.
I don't have an Xbox.
You can play it?
You can play it on PC.
Does it require Windows 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Windows 7.
You son of a...
And I can't do that. And I am
It's
not
fine.
getting
I don't
Windows
play
10.
KI anymore anyway. I don't...
I would play it with you. Like, I just have to pay for Xbox Live because I'm tired of fighting with the PC version not working.
Josh is the only person that I've seen to have any real issues with the PC version.
Yeah, I mean, the little I've touched of the PC version, I didn't have any.
It's a pretty good port.
Don't
Josh
play
just
it
got
across
fucked.
2 PCs
Yeah. What?
and your
What?
Xbox. It just
He
freaks
played it
out.
on his... He played it on his laptop, on his desktop, and on his Xbox in rotation.
Jeez.
So it's just... The game, the desktop version of it's just dead at this point. It just doesn't want to work for online at all. Every time he tries, it crashes his computer.
Jesus.
Ouch.
Nice. And he
Um,
probably has the strongest computer out of all
He does.
7 of us at this point.
It broke my PC once. I don't know
So
why.
stupid. Aren't you running dual i7s and Titans or some
Dual
shit?
i7s. No,
I thought.
I have a 6700K and I have a... I don't even remember my card now. It's like a 9... No, it's a 7...
No, it's a 980.
9...
It's a 980.
It's gotta
I
be
have the
960.
760. I have the 760.
It
You
has
have
to
the
be a
980.
I did
I
not
remember
pay for
when
a
you
980.
bought it. I lived with you when you bought it. It was on sale. Don't look right now. No fact checking during podcast.
Just
God.
you see him like disassemble. You see him take off the panel off.
No,
the
it's a 970.
Okay, 970. We were
Yeah,
both
like, I
wrong.
was
But
gonna pay for the top tier version like that.
980 is not the top tier version.
Well, it's top
Yeah,
tier
that-
than the 970.
I mean, it is
Yeah,
the
top
top
tier for gaming at least is Titan or Titan.
No, I think they actually have something out, like, preferred over the Titan now.
1080 Ti.
The behemoth.
But what?
The behemoth.
I don't want to talk about. Shut up, Josh.
Attack on
Talk-
Titan.
Stop the words coming out your mouth and talk about KI.
This is not an anime week. That was 2 weeks ago. Wait, no, that was even last week.
That was last week, 2 weeks ago, 3
Raw
weeks ago, I
says it's the
think.
new Titan.
No,
P.
no, 3 weeks ago that was Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually, no. 3 weeks ago it was nothing because we were doing podcast stuff 3 weeks ago. Because
Yeah.
we're fucks and missed like 2 weeks of podcasts.
And then I just show up for
E-Man
Fooly
thinks-
Cooley.
E-Man
And then-
thinks we're on.
Life just fucked me for a week.
Just ignored us when we did Psychopaths.
What?
Oh, you guys did Psychopaths? Nice.
Yeah, it was, Psychopaths is the hardest thing in the world to do with only 2 people.
Yeah, I watched it all the way through and I didn't.
It's great.
Yeah, but the
I
podcast
forgot
episode went terrible.
everything that I watched though. It was good, but I forgot fucking everything.
I remembered everything until we did the podcast, and everything was
I remember like the first half of the show, because it's been so long. That's it.
All I remember is the second season and the movie being not so good.
The movie's alright. The movie's alright.
Okay.
The second season's fucking.
First season, it's great. Movie's okay.
Are you
second
okay
season?
With that face?
Second season shouldn't exist and has zero reason to exist other than to set up a character who's seen for like less than 5 minutes in the movie.
Is he okay?
Who?
Josh. He's just sitting there making that face.
He does that sometimes where he just
like
stands at the microphone.
I summarized the second season of Psycho-Pass at the end of that episode of the podcast, and all I said was season 2 is terrible. It's nowhere near as good as season 1. Don't watch it.
Accurate description
We did
is just the word
Psycho-Pass as
fuck.
if the season 2 didn't exist.
I mean, even if it's bad, you still gotta accept it.
Yeah, but
if another season of Cowboy Bebop came out and was garbage, I would not accept that.
No, why would it exist? How could
Why
it
does
exist?
season 2 of Psycho-Pass exist?
To finish the story.
Well, at least the main
What
character.
finished the story was the movie, and it had nothing to do with season 2 of Psycho-Pass.
How do you finish the story?
No, I'm talking about Cowboy Bebop at this point. At the end of Cowboy Bebop, Spike is dead. How could there be a second season?
Magic.
He
Magic.
gets uploaded to the Matrix, dude.
Maybe dealing with
100%
Spike's.
Mac.
Maybe they're trying to deal with Spike's death. And you know what? Why are we always talking about anime on our video game podcast?
That's all I'm wondering.
They're so close.
I was like being quiet the whole time, so.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
What if Gurren Lagann got a second season? I'd be pretty fucking hyped for that. And then it turned out terribly. Come on now.
Oh, Injustice 2. Has anybody played it? Watched it?
I have played a little bit of it.
It looks like Injustice.
All right, so here's my.
It plays pretty smooth. I'm not gonna put a lot of time in it, like compared to like what I put in Blaze Blue, but it does play pretty smooth. I mean, it feels like Mortal Kombat, but in my opinion, with more lovable characters.
It looks like it plays like Injustice, and it doesn't have Bane in it, if I remember right.
No,
so
it does.
Care.
It has Bane.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because Bane was one of the unannounced characters, and.
Okay, so.
Why would you not announce?
Here's
Bane?
my.
Not
Here's
Bane.
my thoughts
I'm
on,
sorry.
So here's what
I'm an idiot.
So yeah, here's my thoughts on Injustice 2 from what I've been seeing and also from what I heard. The thing is that Injustice 2 is that it has like a lot of zoning characters if you think about it.
Yeah, it does.
Because you have like Deadshot, you have like Deadshot, you have Doctor
Justice
Strange,
1
you have.
did too.
Well, yeah.
Zatanna was bad, and I wanted to play Zatanna.
Yeah, but it's like
fucking Justice 1.
Yeah, it's like you have like a whole like bunch of like zoning characters, but the thing is that Max really like described like the idea, the situation, and the thing is that zoning characters is that they like benefit like heavily as they stand now, because the thing is that when you're is that the way how you build meter in that game in Justice 2 is that it's by pretty much just landing, of course, just landing hits and of course like doing like specials. Yeah, but the thing is that the person who's trying to like get to the person who's zoning, they pretty much have nothing to work with, because one being the fact that the thing that they added the mirror burn tech roll is not projectile invisible. So because of that, you're not really like able to gap close on them in order to actually get in, because you can actually get hit out of the mirror burn roll.
Dumb. Every single one of those meter burn rolls should be Abel's roll from Street Fighter 4. Make them invincible to everything, but not throws.
The other problem with like because they deal with zoners. Sorry, what's up?
Rich, I have to go and do a couple of things. so I'm going to leave it here. I'm tired.
It's fine, man.
Alright.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me again, though.
No problem, dude.
Yeah, later, dude.
See you around.
Peace out, Cameron.
Thanks for dropping by. And Josh, don't eat your hair.
Josh, what
It's
the fuck are you
disgusting.
doing? Josh, no. No.
Oh my god.
But
Okay, I'm out before it gets weird.
It's already
okay.
gotten weird.
Alright, so as I was saying, is that the other like problem with Injustice 2 when it comes to dealing with Zillers is that you don't actually get meteor from blocking. Usually, like some fighting game, you don't get meteor from blocking.
That part's really dumb.
Yeah, and so the thing is that you're expected to like get over there, and also expected to like use this new feature that they make purposely for like dealing with zoners that is not projectile invisible, mind you, and yet you have like no meteor to work with when you're like trying to like block all this bullshittery that they're throwing at you.
It's
like
it's kind of rough.
Like they like
everything I see about Injustice
it's
2
really
just
dumb.
reminds me of Injustice 1. Also, I'm gonna sound like one of those assholes who always changes their answer when I say this, but I meant Grundy, not Bane, when I said Bane's not in the game.
Solomon Grundy.
I love
he's
Grundy.
not.
Grundy's so cool. When Grundy's in the game, I'll play it, just like Viking is now in Revelator, so I'm going to get Revelator at the earliest convenience.
I warn you. Have you played the demo?
No, I don't own a PS4, and they're assholes and didn't give PC players the demo.
I warn you because I don't want to like.
I don't care if she's a different character.
No, she. I'll just put it this: she disappointed me.
That's fine. She still looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, she still looks amazing. She's still Viking. But
she's
like,
still Viking.
I don't know. I honestly have more fun playing Answer than I did Viking, and that's not really my playstyle. I was hoping.
I also want to try picking up Raven.
I was hoping Viking would be my character that would actually allow me to enjoy Guilty Gear, because my problem with Guilty Gear is that the game is fun. The game is great. It plays fun. It's from the different team of the same company that makes Blaze Blue. My issue with it is there's not a single character in that game that I like.
It's like people who go from Marvel to Street Fighter. It's like the same company makes both these godlike games, but I'm a Marvel player. I don't really like footsies and Street Fighter. And then Hakan or Laura happens, and all of a sudden, Marvel players are playing fucking Street Fighter because they got to play the weird shit.
Oh yeah, because that's what they kind of like get used to. But yeah, it's like
if Slayer was a good character, I would have picked up Guilty Gear already. But
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's getting buffs in Rev 2.
I'm trying to be a tier whore for once in my life. It's not working.
Yeah.
Well,
is there a term? I don't. Is there a term for the opposite of that, where I'm purposely now playing low tier?
I mean,
I don't actually.
Would that be a tier modest?
A challenge?
I think so. Like, let me look that up here.
It's been fun. I mean, I've really enjoyed Noel.
In season 1 of Street Fighter V, just to kind of go off topic a little bit, I played Ryu and Karen. So everyone called me out for being a tier whore. And it was funny because I continued to play Ryu in season 2. Like, I started streaming like right before season 1 ended. And people would come in and call me a tier whore. And then season 2 starts, and people come in, one of the same people has done it. Will come in and be like, "Oh, you're playing Ryu? It's such a struggle." Oh.
I mean, that's basically the Amane. Like, the Amane main life has gone from, dude, you're so good at this struggle character, to, oh my god, I hate this character.
That's basically, you know what? I agree with you right there, because that's basically how it was when I was playing Valentine. Because it's like, Valentine's like Valentine's like it's like a really fair character. It's like, oh my god, this character is so fucking hard to hit.
To give you an idea of how Amane worked and how he's done in the past, and his history is that Amane, with literally no mix-up, his only overhead is his jump light, which cannot, it won't hit a crouching target unless it's perfectly, it's not going to happen. But the whole trick behind him is that he does chip damage. His character-specific thing are these drills. And every time you use them, they charge up. They charge from 1 to 3, and when you're not using them, it like drops back down. And you can overcharge it. If you overcharge it, then you use them for like a second or two. But the thing is that they do incredible chip damage. Like at level 3 drills, if they block it, which the thing to beat it is you barrier block, which is like a separate meter, a special defense that blocks all chip.
Yes.
So at level 3 drills, if you just press and hold 5D, and they don't barrier block it, you're doing more damage than a character does in a basic combo, just by them blocking your one move.
He's being a jackass, I might as well be
That's
one.
sick. I'm not gonna lie, but I do have to say one thing, Josh.
Yeah,
You were
so it's
the
like you
worst
kind of had to
co-host
force them into a
in the
situation where they
entire
like
world.
Yeah, you force them into these situations where they have to barrier, and I've got these setups now where, thanks to Crush Trigger, a 25-meter move that will, if they don't barrier, break their block. I can place
Is that
these
a new
drills.
thing, or do I just not know anything about Blaze?
It's old.
Okay,
I
I
can
just
place
wanted
it-
to make sure.
All right, if I get them in the corner, which is weird because as a zoner, Amane's space is he wants them in the corner, because you just do these crazy block strings where there's no mix-up involved, but you're making them decide, do I barrier or not, and eventually you just chip them down. But you can get them in these setups where you put a drill on them, and then you can basically run up grab, or you could run up Crush Trigger. You have all these options. One of them being the run up Crush Trigger, where if they don't barrier block it, they're getting Crush Triggered, and they're getting a full combo. If they do barrier block it, it's taking half of their barrier meter, and they're going to be fine for that. But now they only have half their barrier, which you're already chipping down crazy fast in the first place.
Yeah.
So people have come to hate this before low tier character when, he's A tier, but he's not broken. There's so much hate on.
It's not like V13 levels of broken or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like News Old Days. It's not like
That sounds like just like, oh, some guy came in with this new tech for this character everyone thought was ass.
Yeah, they finally
and now
buffed
everyone
the
hates
character.
it.
They finally gave him what he needed, which was more
Tugly
chip
and
damage.
Ultra.
They gave him more chip damage, and the biggest thing was that they gave him one move that allows him more combos using rapid cancel, and his whole thing is that he's hybrid zoner, and he throws out scarps, right? And they're almost full screen, these moves. But the trick to them is they only hit at the very end of them. So your spacing has to be perfect.
Yeah.
But what they did is to give him to give him a little more room to breathe. Like say you're standing C, right? It just throws one like down the middle of the screen, and it'll hit twice right on the end. To give him more room to breathe, each of these ones, standing, crouch, and jumping, like say for standing, if I do it but I hold back when I do it, it'll throw it about half the distance, but it'll only hit once.
Yes.
So you have more spaces that you can cover. And giving him that, and then giving him that chip damage and one extra move, and now he's A tier. Like it just makes you realize the little changes they can make will just completely shift these games.
Well,
exactly.
In Street Fighter 4, in Arcade Edition and Super, Dudley wasn't very good. He was okay in Arcade Edition, and Super he was kind of like butt. Alright, and then Ultra came around, and all they did was give him like 2 more plus frames on block. Like as far like 2 more plus frame normals on block, or 1 more plus normal on block, and just made his fucking hitboxes match his animations. Because it used to be his hitbox for his punches came up to like his wrist, so his whole fucking boxing glove. Look at how much area that is. That's just not a hitbox.
Have you ever
Next
seen
thing
someone?
you know, he's top 10.
Have you ever seen someone play 9 in BlazBlue?
No.
I have. Like, that character is retarded.
She is. Okay, so think this is the screen,
look this
right?
up.
If I'm holding this up and this is the screen, right? The full stage, and she's standing right here on the very edge. If she presses standing C, it reaches out to here.
Yeah. That's basically 9.
Why?
Because it's it's a new character, and they want to be flashy.
She's the only out of all the new characters. She's the only one that's good. Like Izanami and Hibiki.
I know that when the game first came out, everyone was.
There we go. Your mic kind of.
You were kind of cutting out there for a second.
A little bit.
Sorry about that.
All that bad.
It's fine.
Sorry about that.
But like, we don't run a quality anything around here.
Hibiki, what's it? Hibiki and Izanami are like mid tier. Naoto and Mai are low tier. Susanoo is in a tier on his own because he's just someone was drunk when they made him.
Nemesis type and Dark Ranger. I get to watch 9 and Makoto gameplay.
Yeah, and then 9 is just ridiculous. She's the only one who made S tier. But Susanoo, whoever thought it was a good idea to make a fighting game character who had to unlock his moves in the fight was drunk or high.
So Jury
better be very good moves.
No, not even like Jury.
Wait.
Wow, it's not even like
jab
charges.
until you get a throw.
No, okay, so basically how he works is above his meter, he's got these 10 little icons, right? And each of them represents one of his moves.
Combos look sick.
All right, so a little bit like Hakume, except a lot different, right?
Yeah, a lot.
I know what this character is.
Basically,
those normals are nuts.
Yeah, I know they are. Basically, every time he lands a drive, like any move on D, it'll so you start with nothing selected, and then every time you land a drive, it'll shift forward on these 10 icons, right?
Yes.
And so there's a certain command he has, I think it's quarter circle back D, it will unlock that move that's currently highlighted. Or certain ones can actually be upgraded up to 3 times. So if it's already unlocked, doing it on that move will upgrade it. So you have to place your combos perfectly so that you'll end on the moves that you need and then unlock them as your combo ender.
Yeah.
But here's the issue. This makes you cannot place him on a tier list because if he gets beat up in the beginning of the round, he loses because he will never unlock the moves he needs in time.
Yeah.
But if he makes the right play and unlocks just the one right move he needs, he's going to steamroll the whole match. So he doesn't fit on a tier list. But the funniest thing about him is that he has a super, right, that goes through all of the moves he's unlocked and then does a big laser at the end. Well, here's the funny thing. These moves don't combo together, so if you have a certain combination of the moves unlocked without some other of the moves unlocked, the super will drop.
What?
Yeah. The super will not complete itself because the moves cannot combo together.
That's pretty fucking stupid.
This character, like, whoever thought he was a good idea was just not in their right mind.
Wow, I thought
I never even heard of it. I like
good?
No, he's not good, he's not bad.
He's just hot mess of a moveset.
He exists. Like, if the player is good and they unlock the moves they need early, they're probably going to win.
What's that character name in Killer Instinct? He's the boss guy, and he has to punch himself in the head to switch
Idol.
Idol, yeah.
Yeah, he's super rushdown. He has this rushdown version and a zoner version, and it's random when he switches, and he has to punch himself to get it.
You see, that's how New 13 was back in the old days. You see, there's these in Blaze Blue. There's the Murakumo units, right? Well, you have New and you have Lambda. Well, they decided I think it was Chrono Phantasma before Extend. Let's put these two characters together, like in one character.
I know what you're talking about.
You have New, she's a pure zoner, and you have Lambda, who's a hybrid, and then they put them together in one character. So you have a pure zoner who can also switch their forms into a rushdown character, and she has a whole new set of moves then. And she was literally the perfect fighting game character, and she was top tier, best character in the game.
Sounds a lot more like Arya than Idol.
Yeah, she's.
It was. I mean, I love New. I will never play New, but I love New.
I think her visual, dude.
Yeah,
the
her
visual
design is cool.
sick.
I
would never play that character though.
Her design is cool. Her theme is cool. Her playstyle is cool. Her combos look amazing. But my biggest issue with New.
But you will never play that.
My biggest issue with New is that all of her combos are on one button basically, because she's a pure.
I know what you mean.
She's a pure zoner, and all of her zoning is with her sword summoner, which is her drive. Well, because she's doing so many long-range combos using this sword summoner, your combos are literally like 3 buttons and then pressing D with different directionals and timings like 20 times.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's why I love the idea of.
She's definitely not a no-skill character. She never really was. She was always weird to play. I'm talking after they split the characters. When she was the perfect character, she wasn't no skill, because I mean no fighting game character really is, but you had too much utility. But
some people could make some arguments about certain characters in Killer Instinct.
Well, here's what you got to think. When they say a character's no skill, you still have to have the skill required to play the game and defense and all that. That has nothing to do with the character.
Actually, what's funny is if you can hold a controller in your hands, if you have that basic motor function, you can play Riptor and hit Silver no problem.
Basically.
Like
how to do a tail flip
max. Pick Riptor and take your arcade. Okay, take
Roll
Riptor
your
and take your arcade stick and just
roll it.
And
wait, like this?
Yeah,
Just
like that.
No,
just gotta get the
much more fervently. That looks wrong. That you don't have the ball top.
Yeah, no, I use a bat top.
Okay.
I need to make a new. I need to make a new artwork for it because my artwork for it right now is when I used to play Unio a lot, so it's a little outdated.
Yeah, I don't even. Here's the thing. Like for me,
regular Hori.
Because like for me, it's like I don't even play with fight stick. I use like a controller with the analog stick.
See, I used to do that, and it's really not bad. Once you get used to it, it's really not bad. But
no problem with controllers.
I adjusted to the fight stick, and it's just more comfortable to me.
My fight stick. I like fight sticks because they're more durable. For instance, my TE2 is bent in.
His TE2 is fucked up.
The amount of times I've whacked it and shit.
Yeah. Do you know where it is, Josh?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it. It works. It's fine.
I'm gonna start saving up. I want to get one of those new combos they finally released for the PS4, the Combo Dragon. I'm gonna save up for one of those. That thing's
so big.
beautiful.
I need it.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, no.
So
I just used an Xbox controller.
I find it funny though about how like one of my best buddies that I know, like he always says about like whenever I play like games with like analog stick that's for fighting games, he always says like, dude, that's pretty weird that you play games with the analog stick. It's like, is it really?
I mean, it's definitely less common than people playing on the D-pad when they're playing controller.
Unless it's 360 pad.
Well, yeah,
I cannot play.
You got about needing split. What's up?
See, I can't play on the analog stick because it's just too sensitive for me.
Yeah, I honestly prefer the D-pad, but
and it'll kind of flip up and down sometimes.
I hate Xbox
D-pads.
I hate Xbox D-pads. They're the worst.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I mean, like, I play on a super like. I find it ironic because when I got my fight stick, the spring in mine, I have it super loose. Like if I just tap it.
Nice.
Like it. I don't know. I've just gotten so used to it, and I play on Octagate or 8-way gate.
I just use regular square gate because what if my stick breaks and I'm playing in a tournament and I need another arcade stick?
I mean, I can still play on it, but I play a Mane who uses a lot of quarter circle inputs. So the 8-way gate definitely helps. I remember when since you've played at least a little bit of BlazBlue, you know a Mane's stance, right?
No,
Yeah, I know
I don't remember like anything from Blaze Blue. Skull Kid, however, seems to have decent knowledge of the game. So,
wait, which one is that? I don't.
Yeah.
guy with the Skull Kid under his name.
I see everybody's actual names. I don't see.
For me, it says Skull Kid because Dynamic uses shit. I don't.
Yeah, it only says Skull Kid for me.
The one with the fingernail clippers?
Okay, so
The one
I
in the
remember-
white t-shirt.
Fingernail clippers.
back when Amane's stance, which his combos rely so much on canceling his scarf throws into this stance to like cancel
Yes.
the second
That
hit.
sounds really fun.
Yeah.
His old stance used to be on a reverse Shoryuken input.
All right.
And you would be doing this like 3 times to 4 within a combo.
Yeah.
And they
Sounds
finally
amazing.
decided to fix it and put it on a quarter circle. So
Yeah.
it would actually
Cry
access.
if that was the
I would
case.
finally
with the
be-
character played.
I'd finally be able to do DPs if I had to do that every time. Like, all the time.
Like DP inputs aren't terrible for me. You know, they're just another input for me now.
They
But
exist, but they're
but,
harder
like-
than a quarter circle, so why?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like there's no need for it to be that complicated for a stance input, you know?
Yeah.
Like when like the only other
At least
character
make it a half circle.
Yeah, like
I'd be fine with a 360 over a DP for stance changes. Because he doesn't
Okay,
have
no, I would rather do a DP than a 360 for a
I
stance
can
change.
bust out 360s, no problem.
I can.
problem.
I'm just not a fan of them. I mean, I usually just do the 7-point shortcut.
Yeah,
Same.
that's why. I'm lazy with my
But-
360s. That's why it'll probably work. I can't remember if it works with
So on the topic of 360s, Tager.
that's the name.
Excellent transition.
Hager would be outside of Makoto.
Like, as much as I hate Tager, and especially in Central Fiction where he's the best he's ever been, as much as I hate him, he's probably the most solid grappler in any fighting game, like, ever.
I'd say he's the most complete as a grappler.
Like,
Yeah, because the thing is that
a grappler that has the
Sorry.
ability to pull you in, like, from full
Yeah.
screen.
literally pull you in because of the gravity.
Hager's really cool.
He's
Yeah,
annoying.
Misako's cooler though, so
I hate
Yeah, like
Tager.
Tager, he's like hard to deal with, especially if you're like. I think
New.
like
Especially if you're
Tager's
like,
like Ragna's like hard like hardest matchup. Is it?
you know, I feel like
What?
I honestly feel like Ragnar might struggle more with 9. Or maybe Izanami,
Yeah, I
because
think
Izanami
so.
kind of has the same game plan as Ragnar, but she's harder to play, but she has more utility. Where Ragnar's is kind of like, if you're good at Ragnar and you know Ragnar, and you realize that okay, this character is simpler, you know. This is where I need to put my time into learning not only the basics of every
Gosh,
character
quit being
in the game
shit.
so you can defend, but the just overall learning the neutral and how to play this.
man, you've had
Yeah.
the exact same look on your face. Past like 5 or more minutes. You start really freaking out, man.
It's
Looks like you're
me.
just
Oh my
waiting
gosh.
for your chance to like kill us all. Just like looking at the camera, like when are they gonna stop talking so I can?
That's a
slip?
bard main for you.
When are we going to stop talking?
Never, Josh.
No.
But
I
I don't know
wasn't
about any
even
of the
looking
games
at
you
the
guys are
camera.
talking
Why do I
about.
still have
I
this?
wasn't even looking at the camera, but
shit.
apparently my head was just straight focusing. I don't even know how.
what about you?
I
E-Man?
thought I was like looking over like here.
Hey, E-Man, are you ever gonna weigh in on this conversation, buddy?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I've honestly thought for the longest time now that I should probably just leave because I have nothing to add to this.
Just make fun of
I mean, like, I'm sorry.
How
Sorry,
can I make
it's just
fun
that.
of you. It's just gonna be like, oh well, you don't play shit. Fuck you. Get out of here. I mean, honestly.
Sorry.
You're fine.
E-Man, what character would you play in Killer Instinct?
What character would I play? I don't know.
You'd play the giant penis.
Rash?
Yeah, fuck off. No,
Put Rash and giant penis.
giant weenus. Let's see here. What would I play?
He'd play Sadira because she's a troll character.
Fulgor or Spinal?
More troll characters. Good job.
Wait, why? Because I'm more of a defensive player. That's just how I play. I don't know specific terminologies.
You're lame.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's a term.
It's okay. It's okay. You're like me.
The character I would play would definitely be Mira.
Oh.
Mira or Arya.
Oh, I hate you.
In Killer Instinct, I like playing Jago. I'm not really good in Killer Instinct, but I always like Jago because of his design. So,
Am I the only one here who doesn't play a cancer character in KI?
I don't play KI.
Is Jago really that bad? Because I thought Jago was
Jago's fine. Jago's fine until he does -2 wind kick and then DPs you.
Jeez.
Okay, Jago, Spinal, and Fulgor. Fuck.
I got
Riptor,
wind kicked.
Orchid,
I went for
and Cinder.
I went for a command
Cinder's
grab
crap.
setup. I mistimed it by
amazing.
2 frames.
I hate him.
I just don't like dealing with Cinder.
I mistimed my command grab setup by 2 frames, and I got wind kicked into a full combo. Just light wind kick for no no fucking reason.
Follow up a block wind kick with a wind kick because it's lower body invulnerable.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
On startup.
If the person doesn't do a mid attack
after frame 4. Yeah. It's a viable wake up option against Hisako because a lot of Hisakos go for meaty low forward.
I did forget about Hisako. I would probably play a little bit of her too. Not Shin Hisako, but the original.
Shin Hisako looks okay.
What's
but
different with Shin Hisako?
I don't know.
I
just like the weapon of normal Hisako better than Shin.
She is. You'd have to look her up. I don't know anything about Shin Hisako.
I know that she's
what a shame.
She's more or less the same, except that her dash, instead of being like a normal dash like normal, it's actually a teleport because it's
obviously her
teleports
instinct
from above.
Too. Her instinct.
Yeah, her instinct's is a little bit different.
Her instinct's weird. I don't really see where it's all that useful.
Hisako, let's just say Hisako is amazing simply because Naginatas are the coolest of the Japanese weapons.
See, there you go.
And Shin Hisako sucks because katanas are boring now.
I wouldn't say they're boring.
I'm so bored of katanas and everything.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say they're boring, but
Nerd.
I only got it because it was really cheap and it's blue.
I mean, that's understandable.
So, I mean, it was pretty cool.
I mean, I would own a katana in real life, and E-Man's being a fucking creepy weirdo over here.
I also just...
Why do you own a katana?
Have you not
It was
had
blue. I also got one of these the other day.
no little children in the neighborhood to terrorize anymore, E-Man? Did you get them all to move out?
I got it. See, there's another katana man right there. I also got a karambit. It's pretty sick.
I'm not gonna lie, I would own weapons, but at the same time, it's like I gotta spend money on that.
How's karambit a weeb thing? What?
No, they're talking about. Well, if we're talking about weird things that we have in the middle of our room, I have an ice scrape for a car.
I mean, it can be a weapon. It can be a
baseball
weapon.
bat that's sitting underneath my desk.
Hey, if you want to, hey,
Are
if
you
want,
afraid of unwanted predators underneath your desk?
No, I just don't know why. I don't know why I have this.
Wait,
Skull Kid, if you want bleach weapons, I got one too.
Sorry, Jeremy, what was that?
I said if you want bleach weapons, I got one too.
We're talking here.
You fucking nerd.
That's what's up.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I like this sword because the sword like reminds me of Tensai Zangetsu. Like it just screams Tensai Zangetsu. I'm sorry.
I have another one.
This is
You really?
Not a bleach weapon. Hang on. I do have
This
another.
went from the Missable podcast
I have a
to
fountain.
the
pen.
Weebable podcast.
Hey, this one's not weeb. This one's great if you're a Legend of Zelda fan.
Zelda's okay.
Oh
2D ones
yes.
are good.
Master
Yes.
Sword. That's respect. That's
I don't
right there.
wanna-
I love that.
Like
This
that's
one's
pretty
oddly
cool.
heavy. Like this is a replica. That's a wire.
Oh shit.
That was almost computer death.
This one, like, it's not heavy, but it's not what a normal sword would weigh. It's like, I don't know, about a pound heavier.
Have you? All right. Have you ever played League of Legends? Or
I
any-
do.
I've seen it.
I've actually recently, man.
What?
Katanas and League.
This is a
Everybody's showing
All right, well,
their swords
all right.
right now, and
Okay.
And I just
Okay.
have a
Okay. We'll
baseball
move.
bat.
We'll move.
Now all we need is everyone to start yelling
What
at
is
each other.
that?
So,
what
Do I
is
need
that
to beat
blue
a
thing?
What?
It's
It's
the
a
Master Sword.
Master
from Legend of Zelda.
Sword.
It's a fucking bat, dumbass.
Not you.
Have you never
Oh, you're
seen
talking
Legend
about
of Zelda?
Zelda.
Josh.
He's fucking blue.
How much
Josh
did
was
you
about
pay
to
for
put
that?
something-
Wait, did you just call Legend of Zelda weeb?
Yeah.
To be fair, it's from Japan,
You have no.
and it is very
culture.
Japanese.
That's so you're saying that
How
every
dare
day
you
Japan is
make
weird.
fun of
You
my
uncultured
favorite thing.
swine.
No,
You
no,
don't
all
make
right.
fun of
Zelda
Legend of
is
Zelda.
very Japanese as a franchise. Okay, like the visuals are all Western, but everything else comes from Japanese mythology.
Basically.
Zelda is weeb as fuck.
Zelda is my childhood.
Zelda is like stealth weeb. It just doesn't want you to know.
And the thing is that everyone loves it.
I don't.
Okay.
Zelda's okay.
Really isn't that much of a fan. Josh.
To the Past is good.
Stop.
Link Between Worlds is amazing.
Stop.
I don't really like
Twilight
3D
Princess-
Zelda.
But yes,
Yeah,
to answer your
but-
question, yes, I do
Like-
play League.
All right. We'll
Let him
talk. If it just pee it, just
League is the worst.
if you want like play or you just want to play whatever, just you can just message me on my Discord if you're in the server. So yeah.
I am not.
But moving along.
League is disgusting.
Josh's
That's what
sake.
I've got to say.
It's
Wait,
not
so-
that bad.
League
It's,
is a worse Dota than the original Dota, and the original Dota's crap.
but like, I don't know. I played both League and Dota and like Dota 2 or whatever. But I know
touch
the
Dota.
characters in League just attract me more to the game.
That's fine. The character art's pretty good.
yeah. But
Yeah.
The
honestly,
gameplay's just
League is
terrible.
not that bad as a game. It's the community that's the problem.
That's the big issue. I
Thank
just
you.
think that MOBAs are extremely boring.
You see, I enjoy
Yes.
MOBAs.
That's
I can completely understand your point because I used to think the exact same
Yeah.
thing. But
yeah. I think
I put a lot of time into Dota just to learn that I hate it more than anything.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
and
that's the
Jared
thing with.
have the same opinion on League, and that's just how I've seen it.
yeah, I
Is
mean,
that we
I
pretty much have an identical.
I'm kind of taking a break from League, but mainly because I have to finish up Final Fantasy 14 stuff before the expansion comes out.
I gotcha. But yeah.
Weeb.
That is
Yeah,
the
but-
best MMO like ever.
Oh, it looks super fun. I really want to play it.
It really is.
I would be down to play it. It's just that I'm not really a fan of like games that are pay to play. For the most part, like
I personally prefer them in the sense that, yeah, it kind of
down
sucks.
with
You pay
Play.
you pay $15 a month, but at the same time, you're getting assurance of a better quality game, and there's
I mean, that's not
You're not
always
gonna
true.
have- okay, you have a better chance of it.
Yeah,
and you're
right,
also not
'cause
having
Tor
mic-
was a thing.
Yeah, you're not gonna have microtransactions thrown at you all over. Like there are microtransactions in
Gosh, we're
FF14.
playing piano during the podcast.
Man,
There are
sing us a
microtransactions.
song tonight.
They're always out of the way.
Josh, I will fucking.
We're all in the mood for a melody.
Hey,
You gotta
hey,
know
E-Man.
right.
Hey, E-Man, how do you feel about the Old Republic existing?
Ow.
Sorry, I just got a Charlie horse in my leg.
From
I
what?
don't know
I thought I was
where.
gonna have fun this week.
Alright.
Is that how badly you hate the Old Republic?
Should have skipped out on this one.
As soon as I mentioned it, you just
Fuck.
Wow, BioWare did that bad of a
Alright,
job.
I don't like it. Okay.
Alright, so that being said though, you think we should like wrap this podcast up?
Yeah, it's actually gone longer than what our episodes usually go. Like 3 hours, a little much.
Yeah, but I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this topic since I was able to like see a lot of the opinions that you guys have. And
I had
also,
fun.
Like, learn a lot more things.
Want to do it again? I feel like with this many guests, it turns into a cluster cast, like just a clusterfuck podcast, which I'm perfectly down with.
I think E-Man died.
They're fun.
I'm not dead. I'm still here.
Alright, so we should end this. Like, everybody, what's your favorite thing about fighting games? Or why do you like fighting games?
Punching.
Also,
Epic flashy combos.
While that's happening, does anyone have anything to say in the chat? Anything at all?
Any questions? Chat?
Is there?
We're talking.
Yeah.
to you
Is there
now.
any? Yeah.
Does
Is there any
anyone care
like
about
questions you have to say? If anything. But yeah, I really.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually this has been like a really like fun talk to have. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to like some other like interesting topics I have. I'll be willing to like share my thoughts on. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
definitely been nice talking with other people who have, played fighting games. There's very few people, especially in the Midwest area, where, they actually
try finding KI players in the Midwest.
Well, I mean, I
game
have.
that's made in Chicago.
I do have the one place in the town over that I go to, and I have like 5 people, and these are the 5 people that I know in person that play fighting games, and that's it.
Yeah.
Where I lived with Josh was bad.
I would love to like be like more in. Yeah, I would love to like be in join tournaments, but the thing is that. To give you an example, I live in New York, and the thing is that a lot of the fighting game tournaments are like in Manhattan.
Yeah,
that's pretty far from where I live, so I can't really do that.
Most fighting game tournaments are either in like SoCal or NorthCal, or they're in Florida. Like that.
I thought NLPC was in Brooklyn.
Well, I mean that might just be me, because like Hyper Fighter wise, like the big tournaments are always NorthCal, SoCal, or
Florida, which is weird. Florida has
turned into a bat.
This booming anime scene. It's really confusing. I go to Orlando Fight Nights once in a while. It's just a little like gathering that they do, and there's so many anime players that go through there. So many.
To me, like my with Blaze Blue, other than like, is the speed. Like, I like Guilty Gear. I'm not huge on it. I haven't learned the game. I haven't taken time to do any of that. But I did, pick up Accent Core and play that.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Smash at all.
Smash is not a fighting game.
Why would we
There we talked about
Smash?
it.
Oh God.
It winds up at fighting game tournaments.
It's a party game. It's not a fighting game.
Okay. I think Smash is a legit fighting game, but I also think it's very illegitimate due to the stock system.
Okay.
The stock system is what
like
Smash.
To me, it's like
all I can say about it is that it. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to think. I got to think of an analogy.
But yeah, it's like
to watch.
Yeah, like no. Here's the thing though, because like to me, it's like it's okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's just whatever to me. But the thing is that the thing that I really hate about Smash is actually the community themselves. Because like, let me tell you a bit of a story here. Because my buddy that went to like CEO Otaku, the thing is that he actually was also like watching the top 8 for Guilty Gear or something like that. And the stupid bullshit that happened was only playing. Up next was after the top Guilty Gear was supposed to be Smash. So guess what they did? While they were in the middle of the match, the people who were ready for Smash were literally booing the players who were playing Guilty Gear off the stage.
Yeah, Smash players are the worst. They think that they're the most important people in the room.
Which is totally uncalled for. I was so angry when I heard about that.
My issue, I have no issues with the game Smash. I have issues this is kind of, I don't want to say an elitist point of view, but
like bandwagon it.
It's not even that. It's like, you look at Smash, right? And if you call Smash, in my opinion, if you call Smash a fighting game, then it is the most simplified, accessible fighting game. I don't like to think of it as a fighting game because
I think it's the perfect entry-level game.
To me, well, here's the thing. The problem is that when you think of Smash as a fighting game, you think that playing and getting good at Smash, which is fine, is one thing. Smash is definitely, I think it has a competitive scene, has a solid competitive scene, it has a good community. But when you think of Smash as a fighting game, the beauty of fighting games is that each game has its own specifics, but getting good at the general of one fighting game gives you an idea of leading into a new fighting game.
If you have really good neutral and
Smash
Daigo's
teaches
perfect
you
example.
Bad habits basically for other fighting games. It doesn't.
It
doesn't lead into others. So if you consider Smash a fighting game, that can really mislead people who think that, okay, what I've learned in Smash I can apply to this, when it'll backfire at you.
The only thing that you can ever actually carry over from Smash to other games, or from other games to Smash, like, I'm not a huge Melee fan, not gonna lie.
I hate Melee.
I like Brawl. I don't know why. I think the best Smash game is Brawl. Tripping ruins it for a competitive environment, but I don't care. It's the most fun to me. Mainly because Ike is hard to use because his spacing's weird. But I have okay spacing, and I do okay playing Ike. Also, Ike's cool.
Yeah, I actually enjoy. I enjoy like watching the. I enjoy watching the Wii U version for Smash, since I feel like it's like the more like updated version, and plus like it has like a lot more characters that are a lot more enjoyable to watch, especially when they added like Cloud and Bayonetta. It was.
Vamp had something to say to the podcast. He said, "I like making people salty with my big band. That's all I want to say."
Yes, you do, Cameron.
I want to get into Smash.
That you have to experience at least once in your life.
Yeah. I do want to get into Smash, but I think I'm gonna wait until it comes out on the Switch.
But yeah, it's like,
because they're gonna.
Smash 4 looks so good. I want to play Little Mac. I don't care about Smash 4. I care about the fact that Little Mac exists in that game.
Yeah, he's so fun.
He's a boxer.
Yeah,
in Smash.
I think like Smash 4 is like the.
I can play Ryu in Smash Bros.
Ryu, Cloud, Bayonetta.
I don't even like Cloud, Bayonetta. Cool. I like Cloud. I like Bayonetta. Bayonetta is one of my all-time favorite games. But dude, I could play Ryu in Smash.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure he's like top tier.
Yeah, he has a focus attack, and he has a donkey kick.
Pretty much.
He's a donkey kick in Smash, but he doesn't have a donkey kick in SF5, and that really upsets me.
Yeah. But yeah, any other like last remarks before we end this podcast off?
We'll just finish out going around seeing what people like most about fighting games. We'll go with E-Man first because it's gonna be quick. What's your favorite thing about fighting games, E-Man?
I need to play them more.
That is a non-answer, sir.
That's a non-answer. Okay, so what do I like about fighting games? I don't know what I could specifically say, but solid point. Yeah, fuck off, jackass.
Josh looks like he's about to off himself right now.
Who'd you play it with? Aaron or Sprout, whatever her name is?
No. Aaron, no.
Sprout a real person?
Yes, she is, but she doesn't play fighting games. I don't even think she plays games.
Evan, Quinn.
Yeah, no. I don't even have her.
Good
I
times.
don't even know if she was real. Fuck it.
Good memories. Great, good memories.
Man,
Everything's
you
a
have
lie.
such great
thought-
times with women. Did
I
you have such
do.
great time with fighting games?
No, I have a lot more luck with fighting games. Trust me.
I mean,
That's a huge zone we're talking about.
It's fucking massive.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, fighting games. I need to play them more. I really enjoy I don't know. I like the twitchiness. I like twitchy games where I have to have quick reactions. I don't know, tests me. I like that about fighting games. This became a longer spiel than it should have. And it got
Yeah.
really personal, really fast.
0 to 100 real quick. What about you, Josh? What's your favorite thing about fighting games, other than the lab?
Well, you'll find me in training mode most often, but I'm, I love...
What's your favorite thing about playing the game part,
I
not
love-
the training mode part?
I love
Challenges.
I love games. I don't like grindy games, but I like a certain kind of grind where it's
competitive
improving your own your physical abilities. So actually, there's a barrier of
Be
entry
better at the
to
thing.
fighting games where you actually have
You're not
to,
leveling a character.
You're leveling yourself up.
Yeah, for lack of better words, you're leveling yourself.
Yeah.
Leveling up is good.
Yeah. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Just I like the competitive nature. Anything like that. Ugh, so good.
Riptor is actually the perfect example of everything you love about fighting games. Because one, the character needs a ton of research and lab time. If you're not doing your research and lab time, you're not a good Riptor player. You're spending hours upon hours in training mode. That's it. That's most of your training regimen is just sit in training mode, and maybe you'll find that new mix-up that no one's seen before.
Fighting games are an emotional
She's
experience.
Riptor is also the Save It for Nationals character in KI. 100%. It's nah, save that shit. Oh, you found a new tail flip mix-up that no one's ever seen before? Save that shit for Nationals. That shit is what's gonna win, make or break your top 8. Because that character's so weird and just unexplored that everyone's looked up everything that exists on the internet for her already, which isn't much. But every time something new comes out, all of a sudden there's a video out for it real quick. From someone who doesn't play Riptor, but got hit by it, and wants Riptor to be low tier. Because everyone wants Riptor to be low tier.
Sounds like the Amane story.
You playing the game, and then something is beating you, or people are just beating you, right? And then you go back, you think about it. You gotta solve this problem. It may take a long time, may take a lot of practice, but say somebody you keep coming across in ranked. You see that name all the time. They're beating you. They do the same thing, and then eventually, you get it. You get that moment where, I get it, and then eventually, if you practice more than them, you get this sense of accomplishment. You finally beat them. You're like, yes, I did the thing. And then technically there's not always going to be one person, someone that's better than you, because you can be the best.
You can be Knuckle Dew or Sonic Fox, or Nikki,
or you can be,
or
you can
Dogura.
continue getting better and better, and I just love it because of that,
And you also like to scoop people up.
Making people mad. Oh man, making people mad.
Josh, when he
You can
plays
tell him,
SF5,
"Try
he'll randomly pick Geef, and all he cares about is landing another SPD.
Josh,
That's
play Street Fighter.
Why?
Do you play
It's
Street
fun.
Fighter?
Yeah, I play Street Fighter a little bit.
I just didn't know.
He doesn't play
Chris
very
thinks I'm
Not
judging
very,
him.
not very often. Street Fighter 5. It's different, and I have trouble getting into it just because I don't have I prefer. Oh, the other thing, I love sitting next to the person and playing them. Not necessarily.
I was just gonna
Chris, 'cause
say
he's
that-
an asshole.
That's my favorite games. Aside from neutral, the neutral game in general, I don't care what fighting game it is, as long as it's set, as long as we get to play the boring ass zoning and footsies game, that's where I'm at my happiest.
I'm surprised you don't love BlazBlue then. That game's neutral is
it's too complex.
That's the best part about it though.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm learning Guile in Street Fighter 5 because I've been trying to be lame and boring with Ryu for so long. It's just not working out. They're just trying to make him more offensive. I don't want to play offensively. I want to just kind of chill right outside the range of your sweep and chuck fucking booms at you until you try to do something about it.
Sonic Boom.
And then you get hit by a boom and I cancel into V-Trigger.
And then put him in the corner infinite. And make
I
him
don't
guess.
plan on. I am not learning boom loops. I'm gonna make people think I have boom loops, and then I'm just gonna go for a throw reset or something. No one expects it. No one ever expects the throw reset for the most part.
No one ever expects the throw Inquisition.
Yeah. That and just,
no one
the
expects the throw Inquisition.
And just the feeling of
I knew
sitting
that
next to
a
person.
tie-in to Monty Python was going to come from that.
I just love the feeling
God
of sitting
damn it.
next to another person.
Sorry.
And running a long set in any fighting game. I don't like Injustice. Injustice 1 is one of my least favorite games I've ever played. I will sit there and play a long set with anybody in Injustice. I will take my terrible, terrible Grundy that is just the worst thing you've ever seen, and I will play 50 games straight with you in Injustice. I don't care. I don't like KI anymore, but I played 30 games against another dude. Didn't have fun at all the whole time, but he wanted to play KI. This was online. I just want... there's just... I don't really get it. I don't really have a favorite thing about fighting games. Just everything about the genre is attractive to me.
Yeah. I can see that.
The single-player competitiveness, not having a team to blame,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of stuff. That's one of the reasons I can't get into games like League or Dota, because I'm just going to blame my teammates for why they suck instead of thinking about why I suck.
I can't really get super into League because I don't have a team to play with. I cannot deal with randoms and their bullshit.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, E-Man.
Yeah.
I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain.
I hate
But
I know Skull Kid and Jaren especially can feel my pain.
oh yeah,
I understand
dude.
your pain.
You want to talk? Oh
Hard
boy,
stuff. Hard stuck bronze and silver, dude.
I feel your pain, bro.
Dude, back in
100%.
Warcraft 3 days in Dota, when I was trying to get good at that, before I realized how much I hated it, the worst thing about the game was just playing with random people. If people in my Risk Guild were not going to play Dota, I'd be like, fuck me. What am I going to do now? Because I played 10 hours of Risk. I don't want to play that game anymore. I want to play something else. Now all these fuckers that are always bothering me to play Dota are off playing some other crap.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It was terrible. Alright, we gotta end this
end
at
it.
some point.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
almost at 3 hours long.
I got work in the morning.
Yeah,
It's almost
I
midnight.
also have work, but I
I wanted to play Street Fighter before I went to bed, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. That's Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, this has been like a long. I actually enjoy it. I actually have a lot of fun, doing this.
Yeah.
I share my thoughts.
I'm definitely down to have you on again if I can think of a subject for it. Hit me up with like a list of subjects you'd be down to be on for, and I'd definitely find time to get you back on. Same with you, Jaren.
Yep.
Yeah.
I already told Cameron
Give them both
that.
the Discord so that we can talk.
Yeah, I already have the Discord.
I'll give Jaren the Discord.
All right, thank you.
Then.
Closing thoughts. Anyone have anything they need to plug? Skull Kid, Jaren?
I mean, I just do want to share one thought of mine that I have with the enjoyment of fighting games. Was that to me, aside from the flashy visuals and the all that part of the games that I play, is to me the best part about fighting games is that not everyone can it's not a game you can just pick up and play. Like there is even if you're simply sitting there for hours training in the lab, which I find myself doing more than playing. When you find something, or when you're practicing something that someone else has found, and you've been failing it, and you finally pull it off, even just not even pulling it off in a match, just doing it once in the lab, there's that feeling of satisfaction that there isn't a lot of other game types that can give you that.
Yeah.
I
guess for. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say there was an Akuma mix-up in 5 where it was like everything was not much stuff in that game is frame perfect, so I'm not really used to frame perfect inputs anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'll go back to 4 and just drop everything. It felt really good to. Really,
I guess
good
like
I got it.
I haven't really shared my thoughts about fighting games. I really do enjoy like the fighting games just because it kind of like. Just because of like all the hype moments that people like kind of connect in, like just not only just like from like watching like high level tournament, but also just like the feeling of like doing like the most amazing thing, like doing like this amazing like comeback, when you know that you are pretty much like screwed, like say for example like in Skull Rolls or on Blaze Blue, and somehow when you get that one read and just bring it all the way back.
I do have a clip I could share with you guys if you do want to see it at some point of someone actually using an astral finish as a counter and clutch the match. Let me.
Yeah, just. I gotta see that. If anything, if you when you join the Discord, just like send it in chat.
I put it's
so
in
take a look at that.
I put it in the Twitch chat. If you guys want to check it out.
Twitch chat? Oh shit! Oh, I'll check it out.
It was a clip from another stream that I was watching one of their tournaments on.
Oh shit! Loud. Also not coming through my headphones.
Hazama is so fucking hard to play. Holy shit! Oh my god! Dude,
that was dope.
That was sick as fuck.
That was
hype.
Dude, that was oh my! Wow.
That was like the sickest read
pretty fucking sick.
I've ever seen.
It was beautiful.
Okay, that was pretty sick. Holy shit, that was the perfect. Oh shit. That was
amazing. You could just see him buffering for it right there. Like, no, we're gonna do something stupid.
Like, I'm pretty sure
that was godlike.
I think they had run sets before because they had fought at some point in the tourney because, you know, you go to losers and they come back into winners.
The way he was buffering, he definitely at least played casuals with the guy before.
Yeah.
Well, I know the girl who was playing Hazma, she plays a lot on that stream. And so I think he understands the play style that she uses.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he just read that and it was great. Because when you think about it, she has 4 options there. She could go straight in, which would have caused it to whiff. She could go into a cross-up pull, which would have caused it to whiff. She could cancel it, or she could have done the one option that she did that made it hit.
Yeah. But
it was great.
Yeah, but as I was saying, it's like stuff like that, like stuff like what Jaren sent on the Twitch chat, and also like other stuff like that. That's the thing I like about fighting games, because it also like not only is it like hype to see, but it also like helps us connect. Like, whoa, do you see that crazy guy's like comeback or that insane read that guy made?
Yeah.
As far as watching fighting games, nothing is better to me than watching Daigo on his best day, just walking up on your wake up and DPing you in the face. Just constantly.
Oh yeah, against like Gamer B.
Yeah,
that was
there's
funny.
the one set he did it against Gamer B like 30 times in one game.
I know it's also completely unrelated, but whenever they're in actual tourneys, the casters, like, they get so hyped up.
Yeah, the casters
fighting games.
Great. And a lot of fighting game tournaments, the casters are just the people who are playing last match. You know,
commentary in fighting games is my favorite commentary.
It's fun to listen.
Yeah,
to.
I really do.
On that stream from that clip, I've done commentaries for some of their tournaments. It's fun to listen to. It's fun to do. It's not hard commentary. Like, I've played BlazBlue for 2 years. I know the inputs of these characters. That's basically all you have to know, and you don't even
know
have
the basic frame data.
Yeah, like
that helps a lot too.
It's like it's just really fun. But on the topic of the DP, there is one thing that Guilty Gear does that I really agree with that I wish BlazBlue would do. But I know they can't because it would ruin a lot of combo pickups, especially for characters like Ragna or Naoto, who use their DP inputs in combos. Is that in Guilty Gear, where like BlazBlue's rapid cancel, Guilty Gear's Roman cancel, you can't Roman cancel a DP.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that should honestly.
That's why I like the fact that DPs that are V-trigger cancelable in 5 are minus like a lot.
Yeah,
Kuma's
like
is -5, Ken's is -7, easily punishable. It's not like a DP FADC, or if you could Roman cancel a DP, that would just be.
Every DP in BlazBlue is like if you miss it, it's like guaranteed the person you're fighting is getting like 6k on you. You know, if they have meter, maybe 7k.
That's the way it should be.
If it hits to the point where they block it, and you have 50 meter, you can cancel the recovery of the DP.
I don't think a DP should ever be safe. Ever.
And it still puts you in a negative position because when you rapid cancel a DP, you're in a falling state. So you're still in a negative position. You still lose your turn in the neutral game.
Yeah.
But I really do wish they would implement that these moves are not rapid cancelable. And I know why they
not
don't.
rapid cancelable on block.
Yeah, and they could do that because they would have to put more time into the coding and basically redo how rapid cancel work, and that it has different triggers for it. But like it's not bad.
Like, it would only be about as much work as the multiple redos of DPs.
Yeah, like it's not bad in the sense that you can't keep going after DP unless Ragna actually does have some crazy DP rapid cancel into an air hit. But I mean, if you've played the game, you see Ragna, you know if he DP or if he rapid cancels his DP, that's what he's going to do. So it's not like a crazy,
So it's not really free as long as you know what to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's how BlazBlue is, because BlazBlue is like gimmicks the fighting game, and I love it. There's so many gimmicks in the game that make every character feel so.
BlazBlue, you'll do amazing.
Yeah,
Josh, you would actually.
If you can keep up with the speed of KI, you can keep up with the speed of BlazBlue. It's only a little bit faster.
Plays Fuqua. It's Skullgirls. Fuqua
I guess that's
gimmicks the character.
I love Fuqua.
Right. Sorry, that's about all the time we have.
Yeah, we're coming down to like 10-minute cap.
We're gonna end it here, guys. It has been 2 hours and 40 minutes now. It just turned over. This has been the Missable podcast. We have a Facebook page. It'll be in the description of the YouTube video, and the bot in my chat spits out the link for it every once in a while.
Yeah, we're completely amazed that you stopped by. Thank you, though.
It's been fun being on here for the first time.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, thank you, Jaren and Skull Kid for showing up.
Yeah,
that,
for real.
It was really
and
awesome.
To Cameron, if Vamp is still in the chat, thank you for showing up, man.
Yeah,
we were
I really
down
do.
to guy, but that's fine.
Yeah, I really do enjoy like being part of this podcast, and I'm looking forward to more like topics like this in the future, and
definitely
like actually play with you guys a bit more. And like our games.
I feel like I just need to make a distinction at the beginning of every episode that we have guests on, because Skull Kid like kind of seemed like you felt like you were getting interrupted a lot. Me, Josh, and E-Man are just assholes. Just,
no, it's okay.
Steal the conversation away from us if you feel the need to.
No. It's okay. Like I understand that because I sometimes like go into like different like ramblings every once in a while, so I kind of need it.
You see, me and E-Man, we come from a Discord with a friend of ours named Austin, who has and without him even knowing, trained us to be masters of. Yeah, this guy's cutting us off. Just ignore him. Just slide.
Yeah, just. Especially if it's Josh. Just because he's Josh, you could usually just push him off to the side a little bit.
All right, it's been great. It's been the Missable podcast with you all. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Hope to miss you next time. We all need to get some sleep, but we keep talking about this random shit I don't even care about. Swear jar.
Wow. Swear jar like crazy. You haven't even been keeping track of the swear jar this episode. Is it because of all the guests and you don't want to like have to deal with like 10 people's cuss words?
I know Jaren's bucket's gonna be empty.
Yeah, I'd never do.
I cuss all the time. It's a bad habit.
I cuss
but yeah,
I swear,
I guess
sailor.
That's pretty much just it.
I have a really bad potty mouth. It's a bad thing.
Yeah, and Josh is like Austin but more vulgar.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
He even kind of looks like Austin with longer hair.
I'm vulgar?
Isn't Austin growing his hair out anyway? I thought he said he was.
Just in case Josh didn't end the recording, this has been the Missable podcast. Fuck you, Josh, for taking my outro. Son of a bitch.
Well, you can do
I had an outro.
Too.
That's $1 for the swear jar.
Plan, but I don't remember it now because you ruined everything by screaming like that. I'm talking really fast and confusing. Pun? I mean, I did, but I forgot it.
Oh.
That's a gumball for the empty gumball machine.
Now I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna have to go into the Discord and steal a pun from a bot. No. I'm not
I guess on that note, we'll see you guys next time.
Hopefully. Oh
my gosh.
We are. Guys. Oh, by the way, we are. Well, I don't know about the other two. Or, well, 3. But me personally, I'm looking to add another person to this podcast. So if either of you two or Vamp wants to be that person, that's perfectly okay. Because we have a lot of scheduling conflicts.
I mean, Knock's already in there. Knock's already in the chat. So
I mean, I would definitely enjoy coming on to all the ones I can.